Hello everyone. Welcome. Kai, say something so we can test your audio.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
You guys hear me?
Yep. I think they should be able to hear you pretty well. But yes, welcome everyone. We're starting the English restream for the Zero CS Winter this time around. Already kind of like a quarter into top 8, because for some cursed reason these things start at very late, or very early rather. But yes, and Jay, thank you for the resub. I gotta pause the alerts though, unfortunately. So thank you everyone, but we'll read it out later at the end. But anyway, I think without any further ado, let's get into it, because we're mid one game and Aden is playing right now. So we're gonna get on and start, and then we'll talk about everything that's happened so far in between rounds. Alright, but once again, as always, thank you, Kai, for joining me. Every season now you've become the mainstay face now of competitive Zero. But yeah, alright, I guess with that, let's get into our first game here.
We have a gold paladin mirror, but two different gold paladin decks.
Yeah, so this is pretty interesting because I was looking at the clan distributions and the deck distributions yesterday, and the interesting thing was that Azel, there's only one. Only one person brought Azel, and 3 Liberators.
I think Liberators is like just the top tier pick, right, that everyone's going for. Azel, it kind of, it's not that high. People don't rate it that high, it seems.
The thing with Azel is that, like, it has this crazy burst power that we're seeing right now from Alfina's side, where you can basically spam the Scissors ability twice to just kind of take people from 3 to 6 or eat those PGs from 3 to 6. And they have a lot of countercharging now as well, because they got that, like, you can see on the right, the grade 2 AK power that says, like, when called from deck, he gets to countercharge 1, soul charge, and soul charge 1. So you can kind of like keep yourself around with the resources and just do that at least 2 turns in a row. So it's pretty good.
We just saw Alan get 3 triggers in a row, like a Chad.
Like a champ, honestly. This man is an absolute beast. You know, Aden is not something that people need to be introduced to. Aden's been, I think he's been here every season. I'm pretty sure Aden has been
so consistent.
Yeah,
this guy is so consistent.
We have some other like returning faces like Cha-Cha. Remember from like I think the spring season.
But I think that's the only one. Maybe Seri? Is that name? Seri? I think I might have heard that one before. Slide? Is that one? Another one?
Yeah. There's a couple familiar faces. But yeah, so we're currently in the second game of top 8. So we're gonna recap everything that's happened before, in between the next rounds. But you were saying?
I think it's interesting that like there's actually a lot of different decks in this tournament compared to before.
Yeah.
And sure, there's like you have to bring 3 decks, but even so, it's not like everyone's bringing Revenge's Narukami. I don't think you even see Narukami.
Not a single person brought Narukami, honestly. Yeah. It's crazy. The interesting thing as well with all the, because I compiled the statistics for the decks, there's a total of 12 Ashura decks. 12 players bring Ashura.
Ashura is that really disgusting pick, but it's not like it's unbeatable because one, you have the bans, right? So you just ban it out.
Yeah.
But you also have like things like DI and like even this Ezel deck, right? I reckon the idea behind this Ezel deck that you can kind of crit out your opponent is just there to kind of play around the Asura kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's an interesting thing as well because, so for those of you that are just tuning in or watching on YouTube, so this format, just like past seasons, is 3 deck 1 ban. So basically, players bring 3 different decks, and at the start of each round, they get to choose which one they ban. So we can see on Aden's side, the Kagero is banned, so he has to win with Shadows and Gold Paladin. So as you can see, he's playing with his Gold Paladin right now in game 1. And then on Alfina's side, he has to play with his Gold Paladin and Shadows because his Novas is banned out.
I think it's quite interesting that quite a few people bought Kagero as well.
A lot.
Yeah. And I think it's purely because of the Dauntless buff, right? Because I don't think that many people are playing DDR.
Yeah, there's one person that has DDR as they're like one of. But for the most part, it's like the Nouvelle package being really good. You have a counter +1 retire, you have searchability for your break rides, and then you have like the ability to turn off triggers, which no other deck has. So we have a total of 2 Dauntless Nouvelles, like straight up Dauntless Nouvelle, know the ends. And we have 6 people in top 16 that brought DDD Dote with the Nouvelle package in it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
yeah,
that's a great pickup.
It's just like the Kaguru deck right now is just kind of really versatile, especially in a tournament setting. You're not worried about beating your opponent as quickly as possible because you have that, you know, dauntless attack that's actually viable now.
Yeah.
But then you also have the ability to just ride straight up to Novell and just sit around and play a grindy kind of game.
Exactly.
Or you can just ride the end. Yeah, so...
It's very versatile deck.
Yeah. What are they playing if they're not running the Dote, though?
They run the regular Overlord to clear the front row and then be able to, like, swing in because with that kind of board, you have, like, a 16, then, like, a 20-something, and then the Vanguard being huge. So you get to basically swing 4 times to the face with a break ride while turning off triggers. So it's really, really strong.
It's basically the raging form play, then, except they don't get triggers.
Exactly, exactly. We see here using the second one to discard the heal Gancelot there. So we see in some lists, like in Alfines, running, even in the Azel list, running the Gancelot Zenith as like the sort of heal in the deck that, because Gancelot Zenith has a skill, when it's cold, they can go back to the deck to search out Blaster Blade Liberator, so it's quite cool. Alright, is
basically
RPG?
What Gancelot does now.
Yeah.
His new identity in Zero is to put a heal trigger on it and slap it back into the deck.
Exactly. Alright, we see here Alfine trying to take out that PG. As I mentioned earlier, Azel has this ability to just, like, you know, spam its ability, counterblast 2, get up to 3 crit, and just go ham. Hey, we got Shirayashi in here as well, the king of competitive Zero right now. But yes,
he should be quite happy, right? Because Global is getting the getting that ranked fight going. So
yeah.
Next month.
That's right. Zero CS finally in Global as well, starting soon. It's very cool that they're finally doing it, and it feels like just about damn time, you know.
There's quite a lot of hype around it as well. Like people actually going, "Wow, I actually want to play Zero now." And
that's good.
Global has a huge base, compared to JP, I think. So.
Yep. All right, we see here the power of Liberators from Iron's side. So if he had Limit Break there, that Zenith would have been able to bot deck the Blaster Blade Liberator and go for a 4th attack, which maybe Alfine couldn't actually take. So now we're gonna see if he can finish this here, because we've already seen 2 PGs out for both players. So Iron needs the 1 PG to survive here, because I think if you're in Alfine's shoes... No, actually it's quite weird if you're Alfine, because you want to use the Azel Scissors here, but you have to call the grade 2 that countercharges to be able to use the skill twice. Otherwise, you have to just push them to 5 and, like, pass here.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to use it. Like, if you get a crit here, right? So you only need 1 on the Vanguard and the other to do a lethal.
Yep.
It just really depends how many nulls have gone out for,
this gets into lethal
2
too.
have gone out. Yeah.
Alright, this is how you actually manage to do it, because now you can swing at the rear, swing at the van, and then the Azel Scissors can swing for lethal. Aren needs to have another PG in hand. Otherwise, we're going to be going into game 2. Alright.
Yeah, with 3... You're basically seeing if he has the 3rd null in his hand, and usually people don't.
That's right. You know,
unless those nulls were not actual nulls. Well, that's not good.
Alright, let's see here. Ooh, that's another one gone. Starting to look a little bit shaky here. Let's see, swinging with a 33 with a crit.
Is Ezel gonna bring it home?
Might be able to. Alfine definitely looking good right now. Oh no, the final turn. Looks like it's going in. And there's no heals left. Ooh. Therefore, Alfine takes game 1 with Azel over Liberators. Pretty good start.
Right?
Pretty good start, yep. Damn, alright.
You would have thought that Liberators would be the one to beat, but not beaten.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so quick recap of all the decks that we have today. I've sorted them by nations, you know, with Overdress going forward. That's the new trend. So we have for Stargate, 6 Blau Assuras. So this is the Ashura variant that runs the Blau engine with the starter. 6 Pure Assuras without much of the Blau engine. 1 Ethics Blau. There is still 1 Ethics Blau in here. And then 3 Chaos decks and 1 Schwarzschild. So there's 1 Schwarzschild still chilling in here. So pretty interesting. Then looking at the United Sanctuary decks, we have 5 Revengers, 1 Minerva with like 5 crits, I think. It's like a turbo Minerva list, so it's quite interesting. Then 3 Liberators, as I mentioned, 1 Azel, 1 Tsukuyomi, which we had in the first game, or first set of top 8, that actually won, so is now going to top 4, I believe. And then we had 1 Sanctuary of Light. That's your favorite, your favorite deck.
They found the way, man. The Sanctuary. I was surprised. How does that even work? Sanctuary. It started off as a meme, but now it's not a dream anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just riding up calling intercepts every day is pretty good. And
and good Link Joker matchup.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Then in Dark Zone we have one Silverthorn, which I think lost in top 16 if I'm not mistaken. And then we have 10 Ragey decks. So you guys in Global are playing with the buffs already, but we got even more new cards that make this deck even better. Ragey is super popular, the second most popular in the deck. And then finally for Dragon Empire we have 2 of the Dauntless Nouvelles and then 6 Dauntless Dotes. So in terms of popularity, the Ashura variants combined are 12 decks. Then we have the 10 Ragies, and I guess 8 Dauntless decks with Nouvelle in them.
I think the Novas, right? If you're not banning that, you're either playing Ragey or you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, honestly.
You see the Novas, just ban it,
Yeah, you don't, unless you have a deck that can deny Limit Break really consistently. It's really hard to play against. Like, that deck can 2-6 you easily.
Yeah, even if you're like playing Link Joker, they don't have to commit a field at all. They can just sit around. They only need 1 column as well to pop off, so
exactly.
It's really, really obnoxious.
Yep.
We see like Alphine has his Nova banned, so
exactly. So now, again, if you're not following the regulations, so it is a 3 decks 1 ban. So we have 1 deck banned for each player. Alfina has Novas banned, Aren has Kagero banned, and now Alfina won with their gold, so they have to win with their shadows, otherwise they cannot continue. Aren lost with his golds, but even though he lost, he can continue with that deck or switch to whichever one. So it looks like he's going to be sticking with Liberators. Looking at the decks that have continued from the top 16 into the top 8, however, I think right now we have... So Naka played earlier, and they were using the Blau Ashura, Chaos, and Revengers. And Serudi played earlier that we missed as well, which was also the Blau Ashura, the Tsukuyomi, as well as the Reiji. So Serudi continues top 4 now, so we'll be seeing Tsukuyomi in top 4 like every single season somehow. But this time it's like a Tsukuyomi Magus variant.
I think it's kind of interesting though, like they've released a bunch of decks that are kind of same tier or better than Revengers.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
The Ganslot deck that hopefully we're getting the the Zenith coming out as a rank reward.
Yeah, I'm praying, man. I've only pulled 1. I want to play this deck really bad, but the materials have not been too kind.
I feel like until Revengers gets their like next wave of support, like Gold's basically got everything that Revengers did, except every single card, like the card quality is just better. Slightly
above or on par, and it just feels like it's very consistent as well, because you have to all in so hard sometimes for the Raging Form turns, whereas Zenith is just like, yeah, I'm gonna just swing 4 times for minimal effort. I will turn anything I call into a good attacker. Things like that.
Like drive checking is overrated, guys. Come on, restanding Vanguards, nah.
No. Just attack 4 times.
Yeah, put back heals in the deck. That's the real meta, man.
Alright, ooh, that's the one of an Aren's deck. That's the one that can banish Ganslots from the drop zone to buff up other Ganslots by 5k. Seen it as like a tech in a lot of decks, like Minerva has one, Jewel Knights have one. Quite a shame to see no Jewel Knights show up. I feel the deck was really strong in the first weeks of the new set, but kind of fell off as people learn how to play against it. You know, especially with Kage running around the deck. It does Superior Call a lot, but not enough to keep up with all the board wiping that Kage can do.
Right, like...
Wow, this is such a strong turn. Look at that. He went 9, 14, 19. The actual perfect curve from the S-Grad. That's crazy. Oh my god.
When you high roll from an S-Grad, it feels good, man.
Yeah, like... pushing your opponent to 4 damage before they can even ride their break ride is huge. And like, they don't want to go for Raging Form here either because the opponent's at 1. Yeah. So Aden definitely playing with that pressure super well here. Maybe regretting not putting that main in the front, to be honest.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the weaknesses of Raging Form, because funnily enough, if you push Raging Form really early, they're forced into this weird situation where they have to wait a turn for their break ride.
Yep.
Or they're trying to draw nulls from their raging form, but again, the tempo is still in your favor. They draw the nulls, they'll be using the nulls sooner.
Exactly.
Which is not great. And if they do that play, they're expending their raging forms early in their materials. So
exactly.
one of the easiest ways to play against Revengers, even like right now in global when you're playing like Liberators without the Zenith Cancel, is just to rush them.
Yeah, honestly.
Kind of hope for the best.
Yeah, even in global, I think that's the same approach right now. So it's quite interesting that like the deck, people are saying in chat as well how like this is a bad matchup for Avengers, and we can really see that come through right now, where you just lack that kind of early game. You have Tartu, I guess, for the early game on your side, but
yeah,
Eskrad comes in like extra hard in this kind of matchup.
Yeah, and before, Golds would have cards they might not want to put down immediately, but now they just put down everything down. They can just put it down,
Exactly.
Maybe you'll top deck a Blaster Blade Liberator and get that counter charge, etc., etc. It's just insane.
Exactly. It's interesting how the decks are being built as well. There's like cards like Josephus that a lot of us in the TCG felt like, wow, this is an amazing card, Soul Blast 1, draw 1, so great. But it's barely run as a one of in a lot of these lists. We see like 4 Barco Liberator, 4 of the counter charger when a Blaster Blade Liberator is called, and then whatever flex spot, Some people play the Josephus, some people play the Ganslot power up card. So it really depends.
I think in a way though, the Soul Blast 1 draws, like even like Dindrain, they were slightly overrated, because I think back then when you were building Elza, you're like, oh man, I'm definitely gonna put in Dindrains. But after you see some lists and then the ideas behind them, it's like the draw ones is just not as amazing as you'd think it is. And I think the same kind of applies for Josephus.
That's true.
Just like something like a Barco Liberator can like thin your deck and call things kind of like better and create more intercepts. And your hand size doesn't really matter. It's just as long as you have enough cards in your hand, it's good enough. And sure, the Dindrains and the Josephus can help you draw into a null. But if you thin your deck, you can also kind of trigger into those nulls as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's also and like people also said, it's a good point that in the TCG, Josephus is a huge card because getting that extra card in hand means you can guard attacks better and survive. But an extra card in hand, if it's not a PG or like your right target or something that's like a super important combo piece, isn't as important in Zero as it was in the TCG, right? So that's also kind of like the interesting part there. But here we see Aden on that 1 bar of timer, gotta hurry up here if he wants to do something. But he does have potential lethal here, so... Ooh, going for the double inch... Wow, this is greedy as hell, but I like it.
Did you see those gamer moves, man? How fast was that, dude?
Yeah, he took a while to like think about it, decide if it's worth it. But this is like, alright, Alfina, you have to have 2 PGs or we're going to game 3. Alright, let's see.
Wow.
Swing with Ganslot here, gets the draw as well. Replenish those resources, really nice. Double draw.
Amazing.
That's actually perfect. Oh, potentially lethal. Alfina, do you have a heal for us here on 6? He does not. And that was game 2. Aden ties it up with a 1-1, and we're going to game 3, which is gonna be a Revenger mirror match.
Yep. And again, just go in ham early just then. Correct play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big time. Like, based on how long the game goes, right, will basically determine how much more likely your opponent is going to be able to draw nulls. And unless they open like 2 or 3 nulls early on, they probably don't have that many. So if you're able to push that damage, it's just good times.
Yeah. So that was really nice play by Aden as well. Like, he made use of Eskrad's top deck call really well to like push to 4, and then just basically went, alright, you got 2 intercepts, but do you have 2 PGs? No? Alright, GG's, let's go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to take that risk, right? The numbers look good. If it pays off, you're gonna get big dividends.
Exactly.
Paid off big time. Yeah.
Yep.
I think like sometimes when you look at Zero, when you look at competitive Zero, you see like players think pretty big brain. They're keeping damages low, etc., etc. But sometimes it's just one of the best plays. Just go in, and rush them.
Exactly, and like we saw this in last season's Zero CS as well, which was right after Revengers came out. So the meta that Global is in right now. And I remember like the Revenger decks that were winning, they were just put the blindfold on and just put cards down and swing. Call those Tartus early, fill up those boards, make those magic numbers, and just push them to 4 before they can even like ride their break ride. And it works. It simply works, and that's it.
And I think it's kind of funny because like the first Zero CS we had was like the total different, like total opposite, right? We were like, oh, Zero seems pretty, you know, just rush your face and win. But then we saw a lot of people doing damage knives with MLBs and things like that. And then, and then for the next two CSs, total different story.
Yeah, and it's interesting because now we're gonna have the final, the invitational that's happening next month, which will still be under the break ride format. But I'm curious about Legion going forward. So the next time that we're back here for the spring circuit, we'll be in Legion. And I'm wondering if they're going to keep, you know, the clause of like both players have to be on grade 3, all that kind of stuff. We might start seeing a lot of grade 2 gaming all of a sudden start up in Legion and continue into G. So I'm pretty curious to see what the ruling will be for like, for Legion, for Stride, all that kind of stuff.
How do they at least design it, right? Because, you know, putting 4 triggers back in Zero is still pretty strong. You can even put in nulls.
Exactly. That's really, really big. Alright, so Revenger Mirror match, a familiar view to all our global viewers here.
This is the view you will be seeing.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny. In Japan, a lot of players still play the Claudus as the starter.
Yeah, I was waiting until we talk about that.
Yeah, in global, everyone has moved on to Creeping Dark Goat. I never see a Claudus at all.
Yeah, in JP, still Claudus is still pretty common, purely because nobody really uses the skill that much. It's just for the Revenger name, just because he's a Revenger and you can retire him with Raging Form and that's it.
Yeah. But meanwhile, like, the Goat just, I mean, it's good.
Yeah, it searches your Break Ride, searches your Raging Form. Everybody knows that it's a great card. And, you know, out in here, coming through. But yeah, I mean, the Goat versus Claudus debate is as old as time, you know. Philosophers of ancient Greece spoke of it all the way back.
And the funny thing is, Gold Paladin doesn't have this problem because they have the amazing starter.
Exactly. Well, the thing is, Shadows will lose that problem too. Not next set, but the set after when they get Judge Bow. And Judge Bow will be like the starter for Shadows for so long. Like, it's hard to make something better than Judge Bow. That card is insane.
Well, like, nearly the entirety of G until, like, Luard, right?
Yep. Exactly. Like, Judge Bow was all of Legion, and then it was all of early G, because... What was it? What was it in the Legend deck that allowed you to still use Judge Bow? There was some card that was still a Phantom.
The
Diablo? Was it the Diablo Stride?
Yeah, Diablo.
Well, I like this early play here. Some early rushing with the Trumpeter. I didn't try it too, you saw, right? Because Alfine rode the Trumpeter, so he's like, alright, let me make an 11k column, but didn't pay off. And so here, Alfine also going in with the... Ooh, he's gonna go safe and just swing at the Goat. Oh, and he could have been greedy, but he chose a safe play there.
I mean, I do see people target Goat sometimes, because they recognize that the Goat can convert into a Raging Form later on anyway, so... I think it's not a bad idea to go for the Goat, especially if you're not sure what your opponent has. But I think there, when you push up the Goat, though, it kind of indicates that you don't need it.
Exactly.
It could be like a 2-layered, you know, you're just going for the rush instead, so you don't really care about what you try later on.
Yeah, Aden is a really interesting player because we've seen him kind of adapt to different decks and like different playstyles a lot. He wasn't always this kind of like rush, like go face, you know, type of player. He's always like adapted to whatever the meta needed him to do, and I think that's part of what keeps him standing here at the top every single season.
I remember he was he won the first CS without MLB, right? Because his MLB deck was fully built.
He had an incomplete deck, yeah. I remember that. And now my man he's won so many gems that he doesn't need to care about it.
Yeah, he can gotcha all day now, but
yeah. He keeps winning.
I remember his first CS win was with like Narukami and Shadow Paladin, right?
Yeah.
And now, you know, Revengeance comes out, Narukami has played that before as well.
Yeah, that was really impressive. Ooh, pretty great 3 heavy board here. So basically inviting a bit of aggro here as well, because you don't really care about attacking any of these. I think the only thing that you care about taking out if you're Aden is the Dorn in the back to prevent the countercharge later on. PG check here.
I mean, in Alfine's position, it's quite good because he's going first, so he gets to ride up. You can put down no intercepts and save them for later if he wants to. but now he gets to kind of push his opponent up to 3 and then kind of sit up for the raging form play. But
Yeah.
the heal kind of changes it. The heal kind of changes
Ooh, that's actually quite big, yeah. The thing with Revengers as well is that, like, a lot of it's... The only real superior calling it has is Tartu and the Trumpeter, right? So it's like, it starts sort of fall off if it doesn't get given the break right early enough. So if, you know, they heal down to 1, they kind of sit on 3 for a long time. They just, like, they're put into this position where they have to basically just find their Nemains. Oh, Bad Bar Car as well works. And just anything that can make resources, because they need to keep that momentum going until the Raging Form turn, otherwise they just lose out on that kind of, like, push.
I think it's interesting on Alan's side is he's one of the players that runs the Cursed Lances.
The one of Cursed Lancer, yeah, it's actually really rare.
I think usually it's Nemain, right? Like, Nemain.
He runs the main too. He's been, I think he cut some masquerades for it. So I can actually check his deck list real quick, because luckily the official Twitter has been sharing them very quickly. And so there's no waiting room. Very nice that they've been doing that.
Official Twitter is amazing, guys.
Yeah.
They always, they get better every time.
They really do. They really do. Yeah, he runs only 2 Masquerades, that's what he's cut. So he's 4 Blaster Revengers, 4 Tartus, 2 Masquerades, 2 Nemains, and 1 Cursed Lancer. It's quite an interesting list.
Yeah, the Masquerades aren't that important. The nice early game though, when you can hit the 19 to do the rush.
Every single damage trigger has been a draw.
Wow.
I wonder if he has a Raging Form in hand on Alfina's side, because that's already 2, 3 checked. I think he's checked another one earlier too.
Yeah, no, he did. So he better have a Raging Form in hand, or otherwise he's in trouble.
Yeah, he might have to go for the deer mood and just
what?
crit pressure.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Just flashed.
Yeah. Damn, the 3 draw is definitely strong there. Although we've seen Aren as well, like last game was pretty trigger happy.
Yeah, but what is Alfine gonna do now? He's gonna push, because then he's like, it doesn't. Does he even have like intercepts? I wonder.
It doesn't look like it. That's the thing. He's just kind of inviting the limit break here. Oh wow, he's actually going for the Blaster Dark Avenger with Claudus. The rare use of it. Alright, so I mean, if you don't get given an intercept, you gotta make it yourself, I guess. Alright, using the Blaster Dark here to proc it and kill the Cursed Lancer there. And that way, I mean, you use 3 Counterblast for that, but at least you have an intercept now, so a little bit more survivability. Ooh, and now you can't use the main though. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm not sure if that was worth it if he had the main.
Yeah.
I feel like you might want to just dig more. Yeah. Alright, so going for potential game here. No defensive trigger there, so basically if this doesn't hit a defensive either on the Blaster Dark, this will be swinging for lethal, and Aren will need a PG to survive this. Ooh, no defensive here either. There's the Tartu.
I actually wonder how many nulls Alfine has, because if he was opening damage that early, he basically wasn't afraid.
Exactly. Alright, let's see here. First check nothing, second check PG. Aren, do you have a PG for us to survive here? He does not! Uh-oh. Aren, could this be the end of the run for our previous champion? It is!
Oh, dude.
Wow.
That is rough, man.
I didn't expect that. I genuinely didn't expect that. Oh no.
Yeah, Claudus too good, man.
Claudus basically won him that game there. Claudus actually won him that game with the intercept retire from Blaster Dark Avenger.
Yeah,
damn.
See you later, Goat. Time to replace it with Claudus.
Claudus is back, still kicking.
Unlucky, man. You know, you just have those games where you don't get an ult.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But yeah, well,
looks like we're gonna have a new winner though. New win today.
Yeah. All right, so Alfine is gonna be going into top 4 here. I'm gonna quickly look back now at the previous round. I'm just gonna for the chat. The first top 8 was between Grape and Cerudy managed to win, running Ashura, OTT, and Reiji. And so the Ethics Blau sadly lost. That was Grape in top 8. So they made out of top 16, but then they lost the top 8. And then the top 16 matchup that they had earlier was between Serudi and Nakanaka. So Nakanaka was running Chaos against Reiji with the M1 package. And so I believe that Serudi actually managed to win it all. And so Serudi was running the OTT, who then won in top 8. And so Nakanaka was bringing Chaos. That's one of our Chaos players already down, unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like Nakanaka kind of misplayed on the bans there by not banning the Novas, or he didn't respect the Novas enough.
Yeah, that's the other thing where like it's interesting because with a format that is like 3 deck 1 ban, you also have sort of like the mind games of like what are you gonna ban, what are you gonna leave up, what are you gonna take out. And so if you have like good matchups against like 2 of the decks, you can just like kill the other one and just be like, all right, I'm good now.
Yeah, but I think like he had Reiji, he had Chaos, and he had what was the last one? Sorry, it was...
on which side?
On Nakanaka side.
On Nakanaka's side, it was Reiji. Oh no, sorry. Nakanaka was Chaos, Ashura, and Revengers. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like only Reiji has a good matchup against the Novas.
Right.
And then sure, OTT is like non-interactives, but that just means you can play anything against it. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, I definitely don't think OTT is ban worthy. It's not like Novas.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's gonna just ruin your day.
Yeah. It's also interesting how, you know, Ashura is like the most popular deck that's brought, but basically I think we're not going to be seeing it played much because it's just going to get banned all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it's just the correct way to do it. It's like league finals.
Yeah.
Freaking characters, man.
To recap on the prizes and whatnot while we're in the break. So of course the first place wins 100,000 gems as well as their banner and icon. Second place gets 80,000, third place gets 50,000, and fourth place gets 30,000 gems. And just by qualifying here, they're also, you know, they get quite a lot of gems. And of course, top 3 get a special Gancelot Zenith original playmat. This art does not exist anywhere else, and this playmat only exists as 3 copies as every championship playmat, so it's very rare. And of course, everyone that qualifies for the final championship, so also day 1 last week, gets this Critical Trigger Chaos Breaker promo. So this one's really, really sick looking. And of course, the top 4 get the first hot stamp one with the catchphrase on it as well. So that one is also very, very sexy. I think they actually showed it.
I feel like that Chaos trigger might actually be used at some point.
Yeah, potentially.
Just the Chaos name.
Yep. Ooh, they showed the playmat on stream too. Looks very beautiful.
Yeah, the playmat is amazing. Like actually one of the really good ones.
Yeah, honestly, it's really amazing.
Do you know how much they go for in the secondary market?
The playmats, I haven't seen many for sale. The promo cards go on sale all the time. I might actually be interested to pick up one of the Chaoses. Usually they're not that expensive, like 40 bucks, 50 bucks. For a championship promo is not bad at all. So, and of course it is best of 3 single elimination today with 3 clans, 1 ban. And they had to submit their deck list yesterday, and that's why we know all of them already. So I was playing Guilty Gear all day, I could still check the decks. So looking at so top 16 is what I'm showing right now. So Nakanaka played against Serudi, and Serudi won. So that was the player with the OTT. And then Grape and Razuraito played, and Grape won over Razuraito. And we just saw, and then Alfine played against Kunimin, and Alfine won, and now Alfine also won against Aren. And Aren played against Keto, and Aren won against Keto, but now lost against Alfine. So that's the left side of the bracket already finished. So going forward, we're going to see Kiriha. So Kiriha and Cross Chaser already, so this top 16 already happened. So Kiriha and Cross Chaser, Chacha and Haru, Bosuo, who is a YouTuber that actually made it here to the top 16 against Yui, and Shira versus Tiger Horse. And so then we can skip forward and see the top 8 here to see the update in the bracket, because they did pop it up real quick, I think. Wow, they're still doing their mini games even in the finals. All right, so yep.
Apparently one playmat went on sale for 450 bucks.
Ooh, wow. Which season was that actually, I wonder? All right, let me take a look at the decks that are still in here. I'm quite interested to see. Looking at the lists from yesterday, I need to go through the Twitter here real quick. So, all right, so Serudi continued and then lost to Grape. And so then we have the left side of the bracket done. Cross Chaser, what did he bring? I think he was towards the bottom side. So Cross Chaser brought Ashura, Chaos, and DDD Dot. So Cross Chaser is still in this. We're going to be seeing him afterwards. going up against Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha was bringing, let me tell you right now, Cha-Cha brought Revengers, Liberators, and Pure Ashura. So that's going to be pretty interesting because we're going to see a repeat of like probably Ashura banned Revengers and Liberators being played. And then on Crosschaser side, we're going to see some Chaos. So I actually really like Chaos in Zero. It's a really, I honestly really enjoy the deck. It's very different, but it's really, really powerful still. So I think then if we see the Ashura ban on both player sides, then Crosschaser will probably be playing with Chaos and the Nouvelle. Otherwise, we might be seeing an Ashura game. But sadly, I think we're not going to see a single Ashura pop off because it's way too deadly. And then Boss will actually manage to continue. I'm actually quite proud of him, you know, or representing us, Vanguard YouTubers, basically, by an extent. So let's see here. So, Boswo, I'm trying to find his deck lists. He was running the DDD Dot, the Reiji, and the Ashura as well. And then let's find Shira real quick here. He was running Sanctuary of Light, Chaos, and Reiji. So he's still in this. Oh my god, we might be seeing some Sanctuary of Light on stream. All right, I'm all about it. So those matchups will be happening in just a few minutes. So yeah, that's actually really, really nice. Looking really hyped so far in a pretty good bracket.
What a hero, man. What a hero.
Yeah. All right.
I'm on the Sanctuary of Light train, dude.
I need to start playing it too, I think. Man, it looks like the new juice.
It's the new boring deck. That's why it's so good.
Oh man, Namuru got the mustache now this season. Grew it out since last season. Looking real. It really fits him too. It looks really good.
This is shaving tips, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Namuru's really cool. He really puts a lot of work into the community.
And he still manages to make like first place in one of the seasons, right? The Revenger
season. The Revenger season. Man's insane. Alright, so Cha-Cha versus Crosschaser. As you can see, both players have Ashura banned. So we're going to be seeing Chaos and Kagero versus Revengers and Liberators. And so our first matchup will be looking to be Chaos versus Golds.
Oh, but the Ezel, okay, so all the Liberators like run one Ezel, right?
Exactly, for the unlock. So we're gonna see if he can. Cha-Cha needs to find it. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's important that these players haven't forgotten how to play against Link Joker. That's the important thing.
I think the interesting thing about Link Joker in Zero is that you're not really going for a triangle lock, because the strength of a Chaos is that it locks one column out of an intercept for 2 turns. Right.
And yeah, so if you just lock, yeah. No, go ahead.
If you like lock a front row, they're locked, and then there's no intercept, and then you can retire it next turn to get back the card, and then again they don't have an intercept there, and you can lock the other side too. So instead of going for like the triangle lock, which is going to be very, very tough on counterblasts and your hand, the way to play the Chaos deck is much more different in Zero.
Exactly, 100%. All right, let's see if he finds a 12k attacker here to potentially swing over. But yeah, so somebody asked what's going on with the ban deck. So this is a 3-deck 1-ban format. So each player brings 3 decks, and they have to ban 1 on their opponent's side. Ooh, overdrawing there with the Palladium. That's actually quite unfortunate. Palladium is such a key card in this deck. It's insane. Like, Palladium, I think, is actually better than any other card in the deck. It's simply, Kama's one to relock something, just keeps that front row always locked. And so losing it like that after writing one especially really, really hurts.
I think, but he runs 4, so I think it's okay.
Yeah, hopefully.
Like, it depends on the amount of Palladiums. Like, in one game, I think using 1 Palladium is already enough.
Yeah.
Because you just need it for that 1 turn. Turns don't go that long in Zero.
Exactly.
So, well, the game, I mean, doesn't go that long in Zero.
Yeah,
so it's just... You want to create a series of turns where it's really annoying for your opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so we're going to see here, Cha-Cha probably going to be riding up. He has the countercharge and the Barkle already, so he can do some pretty nasty things next turn with that back row, but he has to be careful to not push too hard because you don't want them to just ride up into Chaos and suddenly just start locking your front rows and just controlling you instantly, plussing off of Colony Maker, just all the great things that, you know, this deck can do.
Yeah, and like he doesn't. You don't have to go Infinite Zero. Again, like Infinite Zero is great, but going to a Chaos, you just want to go. You just want to deal a lot of damage to the face because it's zero, right?
Yep. He chose to actually skip right here, staying on grade 2. Quite interesting. So he doesn't want to push him. This is looking to be a bit of a damage choke game, so not really neither player
wants to
giving
use
him...
Escrad, I think.
I think it's Escrad. And the interesting thing also is like by not... Actually, I'm not sure, because the thing with these kind of matchups where you can like freeze at 3 damage is that like it becomes a game of who can deck the other out fastest, and you know, the higher your deck count is over your opponents, the better it is. All right, but it's gonna be interesting to see how this matchup goes, because if he has Azel, he can afford to push, but for now it looks like he's kind of grinding into that. Of course,
the fact that he didn't ride up just kind of tells you he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
But this gives Cross Chaser a chance to go into Infinite Zero.
Exactly.
It's still an excellent, strong play, you know?
Yeah, that is going to be the triangle lock potentially. Alright, I think he uses a starter here to get the extra draw. Don't let him retire it with a Blaster Blade. And so basically fills back up to 6 hand, has the resources to keep going. You know, Chaos is a really great deck, but it does lack a lot of that natural resources. A lot of its plussing comes only after it starts locking stuff, and if they don't give you the 4 damage to start that locking, then it's pretty hard. Like, that turns off your Colony Maker, your draw from Chaos, you know, your Nebula Lord plussing, all that kind of stuff. So you have to grind it out until you get to that point of doing that extra plussing with this deck.
I think when you get to Chaos, you can lock before Limit Break, but you don't get your cards back, which is a huge deal.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of players, Chaos players, when they started playing, they would go, okay, I can lock you when I'm at 3, and next turn you're just going to deal a damage and I'll kill your stuff. But then the smart guys don't give you that damage, and then you've basically discarded 2 cards for minimal investment.
Exactly.
Profits, right?
Exactly. Alright, staying on Escrat still. Is he just great stuck, I'm starting to think? I feel like he might be. It's kind of scary, but let's see. Superior Calling into 12k attacker. Into a grade 3, that's good. You can take out the Nebula Lord there. That's really good. I think he's just gonna pass here and not give that limit break, because I think you're basically dead if you do.
It's not a bad card to get stuck on, but wow.
Yeah. He gives the limit break too, so here comes the Chaos, I'm assuming. Unless Nebula Lord, let's see.
He has Ezel in his hand then?
I'm expecting this to be bait. I'm expecting him to be baiting him into Azel.
Like...
But the thing is, like he has to have the Azel in hand and basically 2 PGs, right? Because if he locks this, which he will, lock that Blaster Blade Liberator, he gets 3 swings into the face. He goes for the Break Ride loop as well, which I think is a really good call here, because now that he's giving you Limb Break, you can keep Break Riding as much as you want to. If you have Colony Maker, you can Superior Call, start filling up that board. Alright. Ooh, does not have it, but you can just start swinging here. 90k column to get over defensive here, absolutely perfect. Alright, gets the draw, but it doesn't even matter. Swing for the 19, there's the first PG. Does he have a second one? Cross Chaser, looking for that PG here. Swing with the... Ooh, nothing there, and... As I said, you need the 2 PGs and the Azel.
Wow.
I don't think giving that one break was worth it. And no heals. Cross Chaser takes game 1 with Chaos.
That was rough.
Yeah, that was interesting. I feel like that was a weird play from Cha-Cha to give that limit break, because you would only give it if you have the 2 PGs in hand, because you know he's gonna lock your Blaster Blade. You know there's 3 swings coming to your face. You can't really be betting on heals and draws there when you were still in a pretty good position. Like, you could have just stalled it out, and they can't, like, if you have that 1 intercept up, you basically still force them to swing 3, like, there's no way you can lose there, right? You still are in that position where you can survive and keep playing, but interesting.
I mean, did he just give up, I wonder? Like, you guys, alright, maybe I am great stuck.
Maybe.
Just go, like, hope for the best or something.
Honestly, it might just be the case.
Like, yeah. Because that last attack was definitely wrong. Definitely wrong.
Yeah, maybe he was just like, alright, I don't want to give any more information. Let's just move on, get into the next game.
Yeah, you kind of, if you get a bad beat like that, sometimes it's better just to move to the next game and not not really worried too much about it, you know.
Exactly. Exactly.
So that means since both Novas are gone, Cross Chaser is on his Kaguru versus Gold Paladin or Shadow Paladin.
Yep, that's right. Yes, info is indeed public, but you know, maybe they're underprepared. Didn't check the opponent's deck list, but now I think everyone has been studying each other's deck lists. You know, everyone knew the bracket already since the morning, I'm assuming. So basically, once you see the bracket, you can go through, all right, here are all the potential opponents I'll have on this side of the bracket, and just kind of adapt as you go throughout the day, make use of the breaks and stuff like that too. So yeah.
I wonder, like, what's the matchup for Kaguru versus Golds or Shadows, though? I think
I wonder.
I think the Shadow matchup is kind of 50-50. But the Gold one?
I think it's pretty bad if they go into Garmor. Garmor is such an amazing card now with the ability to just, like, not let your stuff be retired. Simply because it's so damn powerful, you know? You don't let them retire, so they can't proc your... Like, they can't still kill your stuff with a Novell Grade 2. Novell Field Wipe also doesn't work. You just want to go into that Garmor as fast as possible and keep going through it. That's basically the play here, I think.
Yeah, that's correct. I think that's correct. So it feels bad, man.
Yeah, it really does.
Gold Paladin's too OP.
Yeah, it really is a great deck for this meta, especially. Just two really nice, viable decks that basically, you know, carry the deck into victory. I wonder, has he got his heals on the Novell? That was a big talking point, right? Yeah, I think he does.
Yeah, he does. He actually only has 3 Dauntlesses, though.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, he runs two Overlords.
Huh. That's quite interesting. I guess it's because of the searchability from the grade 1.
Yeah.
Although even then, I feel like you like that kind of, like, you know, that extra flexibility, or that just consistency, I guess, with having the 4. So you don't always have to rely on the grade 1 Novell to search it.
I mean, the cool thing about Overlord as well is it's just a great card.
Yep, that's right.
It's a great card. Berserk Dragon, he's run 2 of that as well. So a lot of retire.
Oh, never mind, he already has Dauntless here. Alright, very cool. And I like how I like that Cha-Cha, we didn't actually talk about this. He swung with a 9k under without boosting to not give him the second counterblast because he knew that he could ride the end over that grade 2 to have a restanding crit, you know?
Yep.
So that was really smart.
And it'll be kind of the same situation as like what a Revenger would be. You'd be riding your Gancelot and kind of feeling a bit awkward.
Exactly. There's the Overlord. Alright, so we can push him to 3 here. If no heals come through. Alright, we get a draw. Very nice. Into a second one. God, alright. Very good. 8-card hand.
Double draw's pretty good.
But yeah, that was a really smart play not to boost the Blaster Blade there. Just to not give him that Overlord restand with a crit.
He rides a OG Gancelot as well. Yeah.
Very nice.
I mean, 2 went to damage, but doesn't matter. Still got it.
Yep. Ooh, taking out the instant in the back. I like that. I like that a lot. So this way you're not giving him Limb Gate either.
Yeah, a lot of players will go kind of greedy and just retire the front one. But if you think kind of logically, you get 2 hits on the Vanguard pretty much, and the third one will require like a kind of luck to get through. So you might as well just get rid of other stuff.
Yep, just field control.
Blaster Blade Liberated is basically a Kagura card because
honestly,
it keeps on coming back. You keep on retiring for free. Well, not for free, but very efficiently.
Yeah, it's like every form of Blaster Blade just adds that extra field control to every deck it's in. So we're gonna see it back in Seeker soon. Then Blaster Dark Revenger is gonna be Blaster Dark Revenger Abyss is the one that's gonna be coming through.
Yes.
Later on as well.
Like when we saw Revenger, like Blaster Dark Revenger, like wow, this card's pretty good. But then now the Liberator support came in, and now it's just insane. Exactly.
Alright, giving the break right here. So we can kind of see, Gancelot is a break ride that like is strong, but it's not as like it's not as threatening of a break ride like Infinite Zero or Dauntless, or Mont Blanc Kluger. So a lot of players are willing to give that limit break, and they're just like, alright, whatever. Although, keep in mind that Garmor could come through here.
I think it's interesting that he did play down an extra card last turn just so that he can get the extra 5k on this on the 12k hitter.
That's right. That's right.
Because yeah, the break rate actually needs setup.
That's right. All right, searches the Blaster Blade here. Did not use the Garmor, interestingly, to fill up the board. Chose to just count +2 for the Blaster Blade and start swinging.
Looks like he just doesn't need it. He's gonna push him up now. He's got a pretty good setup. He probably has like X amount of nulls.
Yeah,
and
I'm assuming the same.
His front row is not dying, so this like Dauntless Novell play.
Yeah, the Dauntless Novell is...
be counted.
Yeah. But yeah, I like how also at the end of the attack of the Vanguard, there was no timing where like it pauses for the skill check, so it looks like there's no Blaster Blades left in the deck for the Barkle to search anymore. So he decided... It's interesting they didn't search it last turn when there was still one, because he just found it... because he just found it with the Cancelot.
No, just use it as a booster. It's not that bad.
Yep. Alright, goes into the Nouvelle, the restanding Nouvelle trigger nullifier. Alright, let's see. Having the Overlord here would be pretty big because that is actually the way to fight against this board, you know? The Overlord just swing, and then you get 2 swings to the face. It's pretty good.
But unfortunately he doesn't have it.
Yeah, so it's gonna be just a Nouvelle restanding. Like, the buff on Dauntless is so damn good. Have you been playing the deck lately?
I played Dauntless before, and I'm just like, wow, discard 3 is terrible.
Yeah. Now it's just so much nicer.
But here, it's quite likely that Cha-Cha has 1 null, I hope.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yep, he still does. Manages to protect here. And let's see what he's going to go into. He has the option of going to another Garmor potentially, or just stay on this one and use it to fill up the board as well. Because it is a main phase of blue.
Or do both.
Or do both. Oh, well, there we go.
Whoa.
Alright.
The problem in here, if he uses the effect, right, which he just did, is he doesn't really have a good way to kill the intercepts and get the extra attacks on the Nouvelle.
That's true. Ooh, no grade 2s, but he managed to get Josephus here, the one of, to actually get himself that extra draw. Let's see if he drew into the intercepts here. Blaster Blade coming through with a counter charge. That should be the last one, I think. Alright, looks like he's gonna stop there. Might need a heal there, though, to survive. Otherwise, I don't think this can be game yet. Cross Chaser did get that search on the PG, so I think this one is a confirmed Perfect Guard, too.
Yeah.
Alright. Tucking, gets the draw, hopefully into a PG here. And the heal that's actually really huge right now. Keeping in mind that Nouvelle's trigger nullification is only during the Nouvelle player's turn, so that heal does actually pop.
Okay,
right.
So here is actually okay. He just needs 1 null. He just needs 1 null to be able to survive.
That's right.
No way for the cargo guy to get rid of that intercept. So that's just how the crumbles.
Just calling the grade 3s. He needs a grade 1 in the back, though, to actually hit over the defensives. Calling the PG, though, I'm not sure if that's something you want to do, but maybe he recognizes that he can win if he doesn't win here. So just betting on that.
If he doesn't, he probably only has 1 null in his hand. And with no intercepts, his next turn is dead. You know?
That's right. And the PG from Cha-Cha. Looks like Cha-Cha might be able to tie this up and take us to a game 3.
I mean,
alright.
Nouvelle could heal, though. Right?
It could. It could.
Oh, he got to the Ezel? That would have been nice last game.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Alright, this looks...
Now this is like pretty much a confirmed kill.
Yeah. This is, even through the heal, this is definitely game. So, Cha-Cha is going to be tying it up and taking us to game 3, in which we'll see the Nouvelle go up against Revengers.
Yes. That should be pretty interesting to see. Both very, like, I think in terms of power level, Revengers and the Cargo is around the same.
Yep. Yeah, this is really good. So, really nice to tie up. And also it's important that he won that good matchup, you know? For Golds to win against Nouvelle, it's so important because it is the good matchup. It is the counter. It is something that, like, you know, Nouvelle can only answer Garmor with the Dragonic Overlord. And that's kind of why I think some players have chosen to just stop playing Dote. go back to the old Overlord to win against this really popular deck, especially in ladder. It's really, really popular.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this meta, actually? It feels quite diverse, right?
Oh yeah, apart from like Nova being a thing, I just kind of went back to playing Reiji because wins that matchup.
So we know that there's a patch coming after this, where some decks will be getting nerfs, which everyone's assuming Ashura will be getting nerfed because it's just too powerful and just creates game states that aren't very fun for both players. But a lot of players are expecting other decks to get hit too. How do you feel about that?
I mean, some people are saying Reiji because it kind of negates the entire limit break playstyle.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm playing Reiji, so don't.
And very consistently, right? Because we have other decks that also negate limit break, like, you know, like Salome, DP. But Reiji does it so easily that it feels like it might be taking a slap on the wrist at the very least.
The problem with the Salome is that you have to do it at 4, right?
Exactly.
You still give them limit break. Reiji just doesn't give you limit break, and based on like how the deck functions, it's so easy to pull off. There's a reason why it's like top tier when it comes to like at least rank fights, right?
That's
I remember when it first came out, people were like, is it really rank 1? Is it really top tier?
I remember that, yeah.
I
think I was one of those people.
After playing it, I was one of them too, but after seeing Novas and playing it, it's really, really good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
It's insane.
Even if you get rushed, you can get 3 crits anyway and still win.
yeah. Alright.
What do you think? Anything else that should be hit?
I mean, Novella's been really popular, but I feel like those cards have been restricted and like nerfed enough that I think it's just Kagero being Kagero and just having really good card quality, period, and not so much that like something is too good in this deck. I think it's just like Kagero just gets amazing card quality all the time, and that's just how it is, you know?
I think, like, honestly, when I look at Kagero, I still look at it as a fair deck.
Yeah.
Like, compared to something like Reiji, compared to something like Reiji or Novas, where you can feel kind of like an unfair stability to the deck and how it functions.
Yeah, it's like, I've talked about this on my streams before, but, you know, there's strong decks that are designed to be strong, and there's strong decks that end up being strong by accident. And I think Ashura is strong by accident. You know, it wasn't intended to be the tier 0 deck that it is. And Reiji maybe too, who knows? But I feel like decks like Kagero, decks like Revengers, and Liberators were all designed to be really strong. They were made because they knew, like, these are popular decks. We know that they're going to be great, and, you know, they're going to be popular with the players. The players want to play them. The players want to be happy playing them. And so they're designed to be great, you know? Whereas stuff like Ashura, I don't know.
That kind of sounds a bit bad, though, right? It's like, we designed these to be really strong decks.
It does, but it does sound bad, but I think that's just how card games are, right?
Yeah, but no, I think if you do look at something like Revengers, Kagero, even Golds, for example, like Liberators, right? If you look at the package, their ceilings and their high, they're like the highest, strongest plays or whatever. It's still very consistent with each other, right?
Yep.
You can kill from 3, of course. You can do these multiple attacks, but when you look at something like Ashura, it's definitely like a tier or 2 tiers above that way that it was designed.
Exactly.
So,
I really like this turn from Chacha, by the way, coming back to the game where he did a double Tartu. Also, keep in mind that Chacha has a full SP Revenger deck. Actually, I looked through his list, every single card is SP. So this man has been putting in that money as well.
This is the secret share, dude.
Hey, thanks for the raid, limited knowledge. I appreciate it. So, looks like... Ooh, he doesn't use Overlord, which kind of tells you he probably has the end in hand. Ooh, and the heal here, that's really nice.
That's big. That is big.
Yeah.
Kagero doesn't really care about limit break and all that shenanigans. So he just wants to go down. Right? Go down and tank the Revenger attack.
Yeah, but Chacha got inspired by Shirayash after seeing that full SP Rangers. Oh, another heal! That's really big. That helps him stabilize after getting rushed that last turn as well.
Yeah, that is devastating for Chacha, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly. Because now even going into... Yeah, going into raging form here doesn't really do anything. I think you might just want to like... Oh, I don't even know.
He needs to either Mordred Break Ride into another Mordred or into the raging form just to draw nulls, I think.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
If he doesn't do that, I think he's done so.
That's true. Alright, let's see how this goes. Man, this is really big though. Like, raging form doesn't really do enough. You get like 4 swings, so if he doesn't have PGs, which you know he does, it kind of sucks. I actually don't disagree with this Diarmuid, because this lets you search the intercept off the Mordred, and you get the extra crit to at least like kind of push. Goes to the Nemain, which you saw a lot in the last season. The Mordred into Nemain, draw extra cards.
You definitely still run the Nemains, in my opinion, because of this exact situation where you want to draw cards, but you don't want to go into raging because you're this far behind.
Exactly, exactly.
And at least this helps you push.
Oh, that hurts a lot. So now Nemain doesn't hit anymore. That's the choice you're making there when you play this. Take those decisions. Or I guess a draw here, but gonna push him to 5 and not have much to show for it. PG goes to the bottom as well. Another draw on Crosschaser side. And Crosschaser is looking solid and absolutely fine here. 2 intercepts, no problem.
Crosschaser is like the trigger chaser, dude.
Yeah, honestly. God. Absolutely.
If he goes into Novell here, it's pretty good, right? You can wipe the field, 3 attacks to the phase, and good game.
Everything is good here. Like, staying on the end is good if he has another copy. The Overlord is good to clear the front row. There's like no bad option in this deck, I think, right now. Berserk here lets you both kill intercept and go for the DN now to swing and restand.
Wow.
And he's swinging rear. Looks like he has it.
10k Vanguard as well. Feels
exactly,
unfair, right?
exactly. Alright, the end. Gonna be using his skill to restand. Man, the end just stays good. And it's always gonna stay good, because we're gonna get the cross fairly soon too. Alright, the end swinging here a second time. We need so many PGs from Chacha's side. A second one. Does he have the third one? Keep in mind that the fourth one is at the bottom of the deck. He does not.
Yeah.
Can we see a heal from Chacha's side here to survive? 6 damage to... Oh, unfortunate. Crosschaser takes the win. Chacha, unfortunately, gets knocked out in top 8.
All the former greats getting knocked out in top 8, man.
Yeah, honestly. But Crosschaser was here last season too, so that's still one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's been here since last season as well, so another returning face we forgot about.
Like, Vanguard Zero, pretty much the game about doing 3 lethal attacks to the face, and then if they do get to guard all 3, then they got lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You can't let those chances slip away. If you can go face, just do it, man. Just do
Yeah,
it.
honestly.
Get those kills.
Just absolutely go for it. That's basically the play that you can go for, and if you can execute that kind of lethal, it's just the best thing possible, honestly.
It was such a big swing though, right? That won the end turn, swung the entire game around.
Yep, yep.
Like, like we were going, ooh, Kaguru gone high already, but then he went back low.
Yeah, honestly, honestly.
You know what's coming up next, right?
Oh yes, let's go Sanctuary of Light. It's time.
Simps of Light.
Simps. Oh no, you can't. It's on Twitch. You can't say that. We're gonna get banned.
Okay, that's true. No, I was praising them. So
yes.
It's a good way to describe them.
Oh my god.
Team Sanctuary of Light, rise up, bros.
Oh my god. Man, on the other side of things, I think there's like the fighting game roundtable happening, I think right now, where they're announcing the final base roster character for Guilty Gear Strive. Man, that game is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, so they haven't revealed everyone yet, is it?
Yes, one character is off. Alright, looks like we have our final top 8 matchup between Boswo, the representer of YouTubers, versus Shira. Alright.
I feel like whoever wins this matchup, we win.
Oh, it got leaked. Don't say it. I wanna feel the hype. All right, Boswo running the Nouvelle DDD Nouvelle with the end, and then we have Reiji and of course the Ashura, and Shira running that Sanctuary of Light. Chaos, and Reiji. This looks like a lineup you would bring.
I'd run more crits though.
Ah, yes. True.
What do you think gets banned? I 100% don't think this Sanctuary of Light deck is getting banned.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just Ashura. Ashura on Boso's side. On Shira's side, though.
I think Reiji.
I would say Reiji too, because you can play against... Actually, I don't know. I guess it is Reiji, huh?
Yeah. Unless you just don't like links, right? But Reiji is pretty uninteractive.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think like you have a pretty good matchup against Link Joker with Boso's entire lineup.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I would laugh if Sanctuary of Light gets banned. knowing Boso, he might.
Know something that we don't, right?
Yeah, there's some secret spice. Best deck in the game. Better than Jewel Knights.
Better than Myth Guards. What was that?
Oh no, not the Myth Guards.
Team Myth Guards. Sorry, man.
Oh my god. Alright. Why don't Global get these kind of tournaments? They just announced one for Global. Stay tuned to the news.
There's 2 qualifiers as well.
Yep. Alright, so... Oh! Boso's Ashura is up! The Kagero got banned.
What?
The Ashura is available, and it's gonna be played right now, so let's see if we can actually see the... Wow, that's interesting. So he banned the Reiji so the limit breaks can go off more easily. So now it's gonna be Sanctuary of Light against Ashura. Let's see how this goes.
That feels so wrong, though.
And like,
feels so wrong.
Sanctuary of Light doesn't have any extra crits to kind of like try to push for game or force out PGs. It's gonna be difficult.
I feel like Sanctuary of Light has a good matchup against Kagura, right? Because if they retire stuff, you can still
yeah, exactly. Interesting.
Oh no. Well, we get to see the Sanctuary of Light right now, so
yeah,
that's a plus.
Alright, here at least you're gonna get introduced to all the great cards, like the Samurais. They're part of what makes Immortal Ashura so amazing. So if you don't know, Immortal Ashura says when he attacks and you drive check a grade 3 or a Samurai card, which you have a grade 1 and a grade 2 Samurai, then you can, at the end of the battle, discard 2, restand him and one of your rear guards, and then, you know, attack again. But by using Mon Blaukluger, you can restand your entire board, and the Samurai say every time something stands on your board, they get plus 3k. So by the end of all the restands, you can have 82k power columns, and they can attack a lot of times. So it's really, really strong, and we're gonna see if it actually managed to do anything.
The funny thing is that, like, even in the TCG, Immortal Ashura was actually a very strong deck.
Yeah, but people slept on it. Nobody played it, or like very few people played it.
No one knew about it.
Yeah. Hey Ben, thanks for the raid. I remember actually like losing to this deck, to Ashura, in regionals in 2014, and then I think like after I lost, I was so salty, and I was vlogging that tournament, and then I was like, man, I can't believe I lost this to this like garbage Ashura deck. Yeah. And then the dude that I lost against, he saw the video, and then he avoided me for a while, and then after some time we like talked it out after like a different regional, and I was like, he thought I had something against him, and I was like, no, I was just salty after losing. He's like, oh, okay, and now we're close friends.
Oh wow. Yeah, like I only know about this deck because Kelvin is a Nova kid.
I see.
He built this disgusting deck.
Yeah, it is actually disgusting. But it's even more disgusting in Zero because it does more than it did in TCG.
And you can't guard in Zero, so you just eat all the damage.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Alright, so Sanctuary of Light doing stuff. The grade 2 when written gets to search for any Sanctuary of Light card. The grade 2, of course, is Sanctuary of Light, so you get intercept instantly.
I feel like you're out as Sanctuary of Light here. You call down a full field and rush, right?
I think so, yeah. But even if you rush Ashura, they still win.
Compress your deck for heals, and then get your nulls.
Yep. Oh, we see Gansel coming back.
Healing this turn would be really good as well.
Yep. Alright, he's going for that big rush here. Alright, the Sanctuary of Light grade 2 gonna be swinging face, pushing to 3. Gets the heal too, that's actually pretty big. If Sanctuary of Light can get a win in tournament, that would be actually insane. Our energy charger checked. That's one of the draw cards. So Ashura runs a billion draw cards. Like, it runs like 4 Street Bouncers, Trance Risers, Energy Chargers, like so much draw just to try and, you know, hit enough cards to get the entire combo rolling, hit all the samurais, get this Mon Blaukluger early, all that kind of stuff. It's so important.
So the funny thing is, right, this turn, Bosso can deal 1 damage to his opponent. So,
Yep.
in a sense, Shura is a bit safe from getting wombo comboed, right? He can
That's right.
happily push Bosso up to 4 next turn
That's right.
and sit around.
I wonder if Shira just wants to, you know, like, be the hero that everyone needs and let Ashura do its thing just to show the world how problematic this deck is and how badly it needs to get hit.
Honestly, I feel like Shura has a good idea here, because Bosso has to stay on a Mon, right? So unless he rewrites the Mon next turn, he deals 1 damage here, next turn drop 2 intercepts, and then force your opponent to only deal 1 more damage again. So it's really slowing down the kill turn of the Nova player.
Do you not believe that this deck can 1-6? Because it can definitely 1-6.
But you're compressing, right? So you can get those triggers and heal.
Yep.
And get like the nulls, right?
Alright, Planetary Dragon coming in, and of course when placed, Search a Sanctuary of Light. Here comes the grade 2. Blaster Blade Spirit coming through as well. Alright. Let's see if he's gonna go for it and swing face. I'm really curious to see what happens here, or if he's just gonna pass. Gets the draw, that's actually quite big. 1-6 can happen, I've done it myself. But needs those PGs, needs those, and on Boswo's side needs those pieces. Ooh! You don't like that heal, but I think you still give it. You just, this is the one turn you can tank. You can try to tank that Ashura turn, because they basically have to swing, so they swing rear, swing Van, put him to 2, restand board, then swing to 3, swing to 4, Vanguard attacks again, restand board, swing to 5. No, then it hits for 5 with the Vanguard, then 2 more swings for 2 PGs. So he needs 2 PGs to survive.
But it depends how many samurais he has as well, right?
Yes, but even if he has 1 on each column, it's probably enough.
Yeah, 1 is enough, but we'll see. We'll see.
All right.
He's doing it. 4 CV is enough as well.
Exactly. It's the exact amount you need.
Now, the funniest thing is that if he doesn't trigger a 3...
yeah. If he whips it, it's really sad. All right, he has 1 samurai on each side. You want to split it like this for the full-on power-up, because it's going to be really huge. All right, so swing. You want to swing boosted as well, because the samurais get power for every unit restood. So because Mon restands your whole board, you get the maximum amount of power here. All right, so going to use the Mon here to restand the board, and those samurais are going to get really big. As you can see, plus 15 instantly gets the grade 3 for the restand Ashura as well. This is the power of this deck. You're about to see it. Shira needs 2 PGs to survive. 2 PGs to survive. Otherwise, he's in big danger. Alright, first defensive.
Don't blink, boys. This is your only chance.
Don't blink. Or you'll miss it. Alright, here comes the restand on the Shurkaiser. Restanding the board from the Mon, and then the Vanguard. Now he has a 31k and a 51? No, 41, sorry. Alright, swinging in. Gets the heal, but doesn't pop. That's actually quite unfortunate. Alright, swings the Vanguard here again. Mon Blaukluger are going to be restanding this entire board. And this is going to be really big. You can see the 48. Oh my god. Alright, here comes the 2 PGs. Otherwise, it's death. Here we go. This is the only deck that can do this. First PG coming through. Shira, do you have the second one? Were you prepared for this? He did not! He did not!
But he has heals in his deck. We can believe.
Oh my god, he actually sees it! Oh my god! The 1-6 dream has been crushed.
Like, Ashura can 1-6, but he couldn't 1-7.
Wow. Miracles can happen if you believe in your favorite deck. Just play Sanctuary of Light and win. I think even Bosso didn't expect this, but I can't believe it. Sanctuary of Light with the double Blaster Blade. Oh my god.
That intercept, dude.
What's stronger, the best deck in the game or one 9k grade 3? Alright, powers up the
Doesn't
Sanctuary of
get
Light
any
units.
boost, though, in power.
I mean, he can swing over the
Not even
defensive, that's what
Sanctuary
matters.
of Light.
Alright, Boswo, do you have 2 PGs? He just asked for 2 from Shira, but does he have 2 himself? Alright, 2 dry checks. Oh, he did!
Oh, he does.
But he only has 1 counter blast. I'm not sure if he runs Cladle here for the counter charge. You do
He
need
has
the...
the great
Oh,
counter-charge.
the Humpty
But does it
Dumpty.
even matter? Because unless Shira just drew 1 null from the top, it's...
Yeah, if he drew
But
1
like-
null there... Oh, Transriser into the Energy Charger, that's quite good.
Oh.
Get that draw. I think you want that. Yeah, I think you want that. Just get that free draw, potentially hit the counter charger. Alright, let's see here. Oh my god. Shit, I really need to draw the PG off the top there.
He's doing the Hungry Dumpty as well. Just trying to dig for it.
Yep, Shao going down. Another Transriser into Street Bouncer.
Street
That's
Bouncer.
not nice.
I feel like that's pushing it a bit, unless he has more cards to put down.
Okay, he's just gonna call it over there. And he's using it still.
He really
he-
wants to dig that. I think if he digs anything, he knows he can win.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, right? It's your win con. If you can manage to hit that counter charger here. Oh my god, he's gonna keep going for it. This man is hungry. He just wants to win.
No, I think he's stopping.
Potentially. Unless... Nope. Alright, he's gonna stop there. Maybe... I mean, he's gonna swing to the rear guard, and here he's just gonna be... Oh, it was 1 card
next
away!
one.
It was 1 card away! Oh no! He drew the PG!
Oh, he drew no!
Oh my god, Shira's still in this. Shira stayed believing. I think...
Blast the blade to be really obnoxious here.
But I think Boswo didn't do it because the last card in his hand is probably a PG. Is what I'm assuming.
No.
Oh my god, Sanctuary of Light. Put your hands up for Sanctuary of Light, y'all. Even if
Gansler
it...
or Blast the blade for the win, man.
That's all he needs. Do you Lien to dig now? Do you do the same thing?
Oh no, that's...
He's doing it.
He's doing it.
Keep in mind, Transriser is a 7k intercept. Even a
Yeah.
small thing can take it out. Alright, he did not get
I
it.
didn't get it.
But he gets some Sanctuary of Lights. Very cool, big power. But I'm pretty sure Bosso was holding on to a PG. I think that's the reason why he didn't go for it. Ashuramon is temporary, Ganslot is forever indeed. Alright, Sanctuary
If
of
you
Light.
get a heal here, it's pretty good.
Alright, let's see here. He did not have it! It was not a PG! Bosso! Bosso, do you have the heal here? He does not! Sanctuary of Light beats Ashura!
Tier 0, boys!
This is the right timeline. 2021 is not 2020 part 2. This is the right timeline. We are on the path to salvation as Sanctuary of Light beats Ashura Kaiser, the scariest boogeyman deck of the meta right now. Damn, Kai, you were right all along, man. Sanctuary of Light is the best deck.
I knew it. I even called the heal, right?
Wow. I can't believe it. If y'all are here watching this live, this was insane. We were here to see this. That's actually incredible.
We don't need... Nova doesn't need a hit anymore, I don't think. I think Sanctuary of
Yeah.
Light just proved it.
Yeah, new meta. Just build Sanctuary of Light.
Trash tier deck confirmed.
That is insane. Absolutely insane. I can't believe what I just saw.
Well, Shira just needs to win one more game.
Yeah. With Link Joker of all
Funnily-
things.
Yeah, funnily enough, it might be tough because both of his dark regular and Nova Grappler matchups are not very good, right?
That's true. That's true. Damn,
Like,
you don't even need to...
DI
Yeah? Yeah, go ahead.
DI keeps Link Joker out,
Yeah.
and then Nova's just, wombo combo.
That's right. That's right. I can't believe this. What a game. I think if you're Bosso, you don't even feel bad there. It's like you lost his
Yeah,
Sanctuary of
right.
Light. You're literally...
Oh, okay, when he triggered that last that
The
counter
six
charger,
damage.
you might feel
Oh
bad.
yeah. That's true.
You
That's
might feel
true.
bad.
I think that was probably the worst part. Because I just assumed he kept the PG. That's why he stopped.
Yeah. But, like,
Man.
I don't think there is a reason why you don't, right? Because you had a 9k already. Your other side was hitting.
Yeah, the thing is,
so-
right, that like the only reason not to do it is because you were missing the extra card in hand to do the actual like discard 2 for sure then if you do hit it.
Oh.
But the thing is, if he didn't call the samurai there first and he had like discarded and then called from the top to countercharge, he would have had 1 card in hand and then just needed to trigger 1 draw to actually hit the Ashura there. But
I know, actually, I still think you would discard anyway because you dig for a null,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
I think that you just have to do it.
Yeah, true.
So I think that was a slight misplay from Buster.
Alright, but he can get the run back now against Link Joker.
Yeah.
He has a good matchup against with Reiji. As long as Boswo opens pretty nicely, you know, a lot of nice early soul charge, hit that 15 soul quickly, you can start to just... Ooh. Boswo did a full keep? He didn't mulligan anything. Alright, that sounds
Wow.
pretty scary. That means he's got a lot of those early pieces to soul charge with. I need to start playing this deck, man. I feel like I've slept on Reiji just with how great it is.
Yeah, it's really good. But like, luckily for him, he's not facing Sanctuary of Light anymore. So
Yeah, luckily for him.
yeah, you only get to play Sanctuary once in a match. So.
That's right. That's right. Man, can you imagine Sanctuary of Light in the finals?
That would be funny.
It's insane.
That would be hilarious.
Fear the Soul. Sanctuary of Light bad guy.
I'm like waiting for like the matchup where the guy didn't read that he's running Sanctuary of Light and just didn't ban it. He's like, I can deal with Ashley, dude. And he's
Yeah,
running like
yeah,
Link
yeah.
Joker into.
I can deal with MLB. I can deal with Ashley. It's fine. Sanctuary of Light.
What? It's a hard counter to my deck.
Oh no. All right. Gets the draw on the Amon. Very nice. Adding to that already strong early hand.
Boaster was running like a one-off OG Amon.
Oh, only one? So that was it, huh?
Well, I hope he's only running one, because I think the original list doesn't have space for more than one.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, no,
because
he only
it's
runs
what?
one. Yeah, he only runs one.
It's 4 Amon reverse, 4 Reiji, and 4 Chariot, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you need the chariot to
Yeah.
actually not deck out.
Yeah. Alright, Hellzeal coming through, the grade 1. With that extra soul charge, so it's already on 7. The starter only works when you boost the grade 3, right? Oh,
no,
when
no,
you
no,
have-
he just
okay.
works now. You need 6 in soul.
Alright. Alright, so the Emblem Master here gonna soul charge another 3, go up to 10. And then... Wow, that's actually a really, really good start. Oh, sees the PG though. But we've seen 2 PGs soul charge though, which kinda hurts. Use the starter to draw 2 and put 1 into the souls. That's 12 soul ready on turn 2. Turn 2. Insane.
He's basically ready next turn. Next turn he clones the 1 and then soul charge and he's got 3 crit. The biggest problem here is that if Shura drops like a grade 2 or so, then he can't deal the 2 damage necessary to start doing those anti-break plays.
Yep, and we see the early chaos here. Will he go for the lock already? He will not. So he's gonna swing here. Just chaos existing on the board, on the Vanguard circle, is already basically a huge threat on its own. You don't really need anything else.
No intercepts though, which is kind of scary.
Absolutely. Ooh, PG checked as well. We've seen him check like 2 colony makers already, which kind of hurts. Ooh, another draw checked on Boswell's side. And using the starter here to draw. So now Boswell rides, goes to 13 by just riding. Clone the grade 1, and you're on 15 already, I think.
Yeah, he just needs to hit 14 because of the extra soul charge 1 from Rage's effect.
Exactly. Alright, Rage coming
But
through.
yeah, I'm kind of afraid here for Shura because if he starts using CBD's effect when he's on 3 damage, he's gonna lose cards really quickly.
That's right.
Like,
Alright, Chariot coming through, filling up that deck with extra pieces to not deck out. And already down to 17 cards compared to 27.
yeah.
Another Chariot, alright. Just putting those heals back in the deck. Filling it up. Making sure you don't deck out. Because like, you don't really care about your triggers at this point, as odd as it is, right? Because you are just basically sitting on a 3 crit Vanguard that can just pressure your opponent every single turn, no questions asked. There we go, 15 already.
The thing is, your chariots can get crit, so you'll have situations where your opponent kind of tanks a lot, and you need that extra final turn to push him to 4 and then do the double crits to get rid of all those nulls.
Yep.
So putting that chariot there is kind of, I mean, didn't have much choice, but it's kind of a shame.
That's right.
That's one of the main cards to turn into X damage.
Yeah. And you have to be careful now because you're always forced to soul charge 1 from Reiji, but with the double chariot and the bike, you're basically you just slotted in 7 cards into the deck, so you're gonna be able to kind of sustain yourself for quite a while. But now, like for Shira, you're basically stuck here. Like, all right, I gotta use Chaos Breaker the hard way. He kept my grade 3s in the front, so my intercepts are kind of like, you know, gotta put these grade 3s back. And he had to discard 2 as well. Yeah, he's been seeing all his triggers in his hand.
Yeah, that's not good.
The Palladium, this is going to be really, really important. The double Palladium. That'll be really important to control this matchup. With that SP Chaos.
Okay.
That's good, that's good. Another one that's also good, considering how much he's seen. That's really important here.
I wonder how many PGs he actually has.
Honestly, yeah. Because he's
So
already
it's like
seen
good that
1.
it's good that he actually got the Palladiums as well, because the Palladiums will be the ones that kind of sustain him in this matchup.
Exactly. Because he can also Palladium and then lock the other front row next turn. Therefore, he's just like tanking PG per turn, which still sucks, but it's, you know, that's the matchup. You have to always be prepared for it.
I think he has no choice. He has to do it.
Yeah.
Because he needs to get those 3 attacks on the Vanguard in this game ASAP.
That's
Otherwise,
right.
you can't win in a sledgehammer war against the Reiji, because he has 3 crits. He has 3 sledgehammers.
That's right. And keeping in mind also that like Boswell was soul charged 2 PGs and he checked 1 also. So it's pretty good right now for Boswell. I mean for Shira, because he pushed him to 5 and he'll be able to like continue doing this like big push. Ooh, searching the bikes here. That's interesting. I think he wants to.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not sure what he's trying to do with that because it doesn't really do anything for him right now, apart from just make a nice attacker on the back, you know, to like promote here.
I think he's wondering if he wants to put anything there, because he knows once he does something, he's stuck.
Exactly.
He has the potential to get super stuck.
Yeah. So these locks are gonna keep going. Oh, he doesn't call anything to the front row. That's really smart. There's the PG again. That might not be the 4th one. That might just be the 3rd one coming back again because he shuffled like what, 3 times already? 4 times? Alright, so the unlock happens.
Now Shira's in an amazing position. This is 3 attacks on the Vanguard. He's probably he could die.
Yeah, I think this is probably game. He put a lot of PGs back with the chariots, but I think Chaos actually has this because it's simply, we've seen too many PGs go. There's maximum 1 PG in hand and that's it, period.
And he's dropping the 2s now, so
yeah.
This is actually, if he survives this, there is no way he dies next turn because he doesn't have enough pieces to actually get through that defense.
Unless Gwyn the Ripper, that's basically it. Alright, so the 12k going in.
Or he rides the Amon reverse.
Sanctuary of Light in top 4? More likely than you think.
Wow. I know, but that was very well played from Shira. That second game, although we might go Lamau Sanctuary of Light first game, nice 6 damage heal, but that second game I think was very well played. Insanely
well played, really clean. Going into that early chaos, controlling the board really early against such a scary matchup like Reiji that denies your limit break. Shira played insanely well here. That was absolutely amazing.
It's not like his hand was amazing as well. He had a bunch of grade 3s in his hand. The only saving grace was that he had Palladiums, and he was able to just play the cards he had correctly in order to get that win off.
Yep, exactly. That was honestly really well played. Like, also shout out to Boswell, doing really, really good, you know. That short turn was really well executed. He played his decks really well. Reiji set up really quickly. You know, Boswell is still representing us Vanguard YouTubers, so feels a bit bad that he got knocked out, but top 8 is still an amazing finish.
Yeah, I mean, he played against Sanctuary of Light, so, you know, it's such a tough matchup. But it's also a matchup that you're not too sure on, like, what it actually does, because you look at it, you're like, what does this deck even do? And until Shira actually shows how he's actually gonna play that, you probably have no idea on what's happening. And I guess Shira's like idea around playing that matchup against Nova's, which is technically an amazing, Nova's just absolutely amazing. But his idea on how to play against that was actually very, very smart. Drop the intercepts, keep the damage low, take like one, like stay yourself at one, and he didn't get much damage triggers at all, right? But if he did, he probably would have drawn into a bunch of pieces as well, have a high chance of surviving then. So
that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Sanctuary of Light.
Yeah, so looking at our top 4 now, we have Seruri with the Blau Ashura, the Tsukuyomi Magus, and the Reiji. And then we have Alphine with the Azel, Revengers, and Ashura. So that's 2 Ashuras now. And they're both Blau. And then we have... Crosschaser was the one that won earlier, right? Over Cha-Cha?
Crosschaser over Cha-Cha,
so
yes.
Crosschaser won with Ashura, Chaos, and Nouvelle. So that's the regular Ashura now. So that's 3 Ashuras in top 4. And finally, Shira won with Sanctuary of Light, Chaos, and Reiji. So that's what? 3 Ashuras, 1 Sanctuary of Light, 1 Tsukuyomi, 1... I'm trying to count everything. Was it 2 Chaoses? I think it was 2 Chaoses, because Crosschaser has Chaos, and...
Let me bring it up. Crosschaser's Chaos, Sanctuary of Light guy has Chaos.
Yeah, it's 2 Chaoses, because Alphine is Azel. Is there only 1 Golds in top 4? I actually think it might be.
It looks like, and I think it's Azel.
It's Azel, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so 1 Royals in Sanctuary of Light. How many Rages? 2?
I think it's 2, yes. 2 Reigis.
Yeah, 2 Reigis, Revengers...
1 Kaguru, I think?
Yes.
Yeah. And
right.
3 Ashuras, but pretty much Sanctuary of Light is also an Ashura. It's like 4 Ashuras.
Oh my god. You joined the evil. I think 2 Rages. 2 Rages.
Yeah, I think pretty diverse, to be honest. Like,
yeah.
2 Chaos, 2 Reigi. I mean, Novas, of course, but even like we've got the OTT. They always show up. There's always at least one.
Yeah, always in top 4. They usually get knocked out in top 4 though. So we can see if Seruri can make it out of top 4 this time around. Oh man.
Yeah.
Shall we also go for a quick break, bathroom break before we get into top 4?
All right, sure. Yeah. Let's go for it.
All right, so I'll keep this visual up. I'll kill our cameras and the audio, so we'll be back in by the time this is back. Just a quick bathroom break. So y'all take a quick break as well, and then we'll be back for the top 4 and see who we crown as today's winter champion. All right, looks like we're back right on time. All right, so here we go. Back into our commentary. Man. Sanctuary of Light. Alright, here's the bracket now. So we have Seruri, Alphine, Crosschaser, and Shira continuing into the top 4 to see who we're going to crown as our champion today. So it's going to be a really hype top 4. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen here. Oh, is it not? Oh, hold on 1 second. 1 moment. Hold on.
Hello.
All right, this should work now. This should work now. Can you guys?
Everyone?
Yes.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, they should be able to hear you now. It's a weird thing where sometimes when my headset plugs out, it like OBS sees the device change, and so then it like stops recognizing it because I plug in my headset back in. So that's fine. All right, cool.
So I was wondering, what will each player ban in their matchup? Like,
yeah, I wonder.
Like Cereri versus Alphine is pretty simple. I think they just ban out the Novas, right?
That's right. That's right.
But the Shira versus the Cross Chaser, there are no Novas to ban.
Yeah, exactly.
And funnily enough, I think Cross Chaser might ban the Sanctuary of Light because he runs Link Joker.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, so this is looking
Cross
to
Chaser is running a
be.
Nova. My bad. So yeah, so you ban the Nova, and then the Sanctuary of Light gets banned.
Wow, that might actually happen. That's actually scary that that might be the case. That's actually scary that that might be the case. But let's find out. Man.
Alright, so Ezel here. Ezel versus Dark Irregulars. This is actually a fair match, I think. Because Ezel doesn't get cucked by damage deny, right?
That's true.
It
That's
just
true.
doesn't care.
Yes, this is top 4 that we're watching now. The first game of top 4. Seduri on the bottom, Alphine on the top. Both players banned each other's Nova Grappler Assure list, so it's going to be OTT versus Reiji and Revengers versus Liberators. We've seen the... No, not Liberators, sorry. Azel.
Ezel.
Yes.
The superior Gold Paladin build.
The superior
get your
gold
Ezel.
player. Build those Azels, yo.
Yeah, blood Azels, boys.
It's actually insane. What a timeline we live in. What a timeline we live in. It's actually insane.
People saying Shira is the dark horse of the championship. What are the light horse, man?
The light horse, yeah.
Yeah, he's not running the dark horse. Any dark horses? Well, I think he's running Revenges, right? So.
Yep.
No,
my god.
Not. He's running dark irregulars. So
Oh,
I
that's
guess
true.
it works.
Yeah. kind of dark horse. Irregular horse.
The regular horse.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay. So. Yellow Bolt from Cereri. Seems like a not amazing ride. He runs like a one-off dark irregulars. Oh wait, no, he actually runs 4 of that. Wow.
Oh, really? That's an interesting choice. We haven't actually watched
He's
Saturday
pretty-
play yet, so this is the first time we're seeing it on stream.
Well, actually, no. It looks like dark. Not dark. What do you call him? Yellow Bolt.
Oh, Yellow
Like
Bolt, yeah.
even Shira has 4 Yellow Bolt. So they're just replacing it with Creeper. I guess like they're replacing the Creeper with the Yellow Bolt.
Yeah.
I guess you can tap and lock and then lock that for the Amon, right? So I guess that's slightly better.
I guess so, yeah. That's kind of the thing you're doing there. Although I feel like with Reiji, if you can get that consistent soul charge early game just to get into the 15 as fast as possible, you don't need that as much, but I guess it's a good like kind of like backup plan.
Okay. Alright, yeah, no, I agree. I should take on my creepers.
Yeah, I've been
Learn
seeing
something-
creepers like go down and down in popularity.
Yeah. Technically it's just a net +1 as well, but you soul charge 2. So in 0 terms it's pretty bad.
Yep, absolutely.
But if you soul charge early and then put heals back, then you could be healed for days, right?
That's true. You know what's interesting about this matchup is that because it's Azel and they have the brand new self-damagers that are actually like 9k and 7k base, it doesn't actually mind this matchup as much because you go Azel, self-damage, it's like, oh, you don't get melee break? Okay, let me just fill up my board real quick, go back down to like 1 or 2. It's like, oh, 3 crit? Oh, yeah, sure, here's a PG. Self-damage again, go into Grand Azel Scissors, self-damage again,
crit,
go into Platina, just... This is the one deck that actually has a pretty good matchup here against the deck that denies... Because technically OTT as well, you know, you have Tsukuyomi, but the Magus engine kind of is damage denying in a way because you can, you know, secure the crit.
Yeah. I think, like...
It's quite an interesting matchup.
His other deck is Revenges. So technically speaking, the Revenges doesn't really care about the OTT as well. You just slam face with Revenges.
Exactly.
And there's actually very little comeback OTT can do except try and do its own thing.
That's right. Alright, so Saturday already soul charged 2 heals, but it wasn't the self-replacing heal, right? I think
No.
He charged them.
Once you turn a heal into a non-chariot, then that's it.
Yeah.
Unless you soul charge the heal with an Amon.
Yeah, then the Amon turns it into a heal.
The succubus heal.
Yeah.
That's,
All
but
right.
it always never works in your favor, man. You
Yep.
soul charge with the succubus, doesn't hit. Then you soul charge with the cool looking guy that gets 5k, it always hits the heal.
It's always the heal. Yep. Alright, self-damager. Ooh, running the old self-damagers too.
So is his entire lineup just self damages?
I'm not
Oh no,
sure.
he runs one. He runs one of the old self damages. He runs
Oh, I
5
see.
self damages.
Interesting
And
they
I
chose
think
to
you
call it here to actually push to 4 instead of, you know, just to make that 11k column here, knowing fully well that he's now kind of locked into just waiting for more self-damagers to get into the limit break to refill this board. I wonder if that was worthy play here. We're gonna find out soon.
I think it's okay because again, the whole that's nice.
Ooh, that's
It's
actually
like
really good.
the whole point of this matchup is speed, right? You need
Yeah.
to kill Dark Irregulars quicker than you run out of nulls. And although he doesn't have many cards in his hand, even just creating a board here where you can confirm 3 damage is pretty nice.
Yep. That is absolutely true.
But yeah, the one thing that's worrying is there's only 1 card in his hand, and he discards a heal. Wow.
Ooh.
So he could just die. He could actually just die next turn.
Yeah, if you didn't draw, because like this is actually just 3 swings to the face. If you didn't draw the PG off the Sagromore, this is really dangerous because Amon, I mean not Amon, Rage you can set up the soul here. You write up you're in 10, you soul charge 1 from the attack, that's 11. If you have any way to just make 4, that's it.
He can copy the grade 2 succubus as well.
Yep, yep.
So
Not the best
it's
target,
not
but
hard.
yeah. Not the best target, but it's still a target.
Yeah, you just need anything but any like the deck runs yellow bolts. Oh,
Ooh, didn't have the Ragey here either. And got given the limit break because everyone's assuming
Yeah.
he's like, oh, it's Ragey? Alright, no problem.
the other thing is maybe he doesn't have a way to charge 214 with a Ragey.
Yeah, might be the
Because
case.
if his hand is just pure succubuses like this, then there's no way for him to soul charge.
How many Rages has he seen? Oh no, he actually called it. Interesting.
So he probably has another Ragey in his hand, maybe? Maybe?
Wait, that's weird because he
Unless
did have enough cards to soul charge because this would have been on attack go to 15, so there must have been a different reason.
The Amon ones only work when you have a Amon.
Ah, you're right. You are so
Yeah.
right. Okay.
So
Alright.
it's tough times if you don't get it on your grade 2 or less.
Alright. So I guess it's gonna give the limit break here?
Yeah, I think you just do.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ooh,
Gets
he
the
gets
heal,
the
that's really
heal,
big. That's really
really good.
important. Alright, Azel's still in this. Gets the draw as well to fill up hand, but 8 cards in deck. Gotta be careful here. You need those chariots to start pulling their weight soon. Another draw. And it makes sense that he's seeing all
wow.
these triggers now because Alfine has seen like no triggers until here.
That's a 41k Vanguard.
Yep. Yeah, get rid of that
The
Zenith.
problem is-
It's important.
I don't think the problem is the deck. I think partly it's the deck, but does he have any chariots left in this deck?
Good question. He's been soul charging 3 of them already. Ooh. This is looking kind of tough for... You know, we thought Alfino was the one in a tough position. Already 4 heals out, but Serudi's looking a little bit more rough already.
Yeah. And Seruri doesn't run those. Well, he runs the grade 2 add back to hand, the grade 2 card, but he doesn't run anything else. Like he doesn't run the grade 1. I think Bossio ran the grade 1 as well. Actually, maybe he didn't. Maybe he just ran the grade 1 and not the 2.
That's right. Ooh, finds a spirit. That's really big here. That's the potential lethal you want to be seeing, but keeping in mind that the column on the left is only swinging for 11 against a cross ride, so he actually saw the Amon soul charge, so he can sit in this like nice beefy cross ride, so you have to kind of remake your columns with that in mind as well. So he doesn't run the Azel 12k attacker either, so making this column is a little bit more difficult. Let's see how he does it.
He's going for it anyway, yeah.
Yeah, just filtering and see what he finds. Alright. Ooh, finds a countercharger. This is still a good card to find. It's still a good card to find here. Soul charging the PG, a little bit unfortunate, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Gets more resources for later. The self-damager that he played this turn, so it'll be back down to 3 later on. Alright, this is
not
decent.
hitting
This is
numbers.
decent. Yeah.
That's the...
It's not game, but it's okay for a push. Alright, there's the card.
It really comes down to how many nulls he has. He needs 2 to be safe.
Yeah, he's using these Sagromores to just draw, filter, filter, filter.
Yeah.
You know, it's unfortunate he soul charged it, but you just gotta keep doing it now. Because now, like, Amon has the front row retire as well, and you're pushing him to 5. Or I guess the draw that's really important. And this, sadly, still doesn't hit over the defensive. Alright, another card coming down, but 6 cards in deck. Gotta be careful here.
I mean, you could kind of not push him to 5 if you're afraid.
That's right.
But because with 5 damage, he has 4 CB to use.
Exactly, which is the double intercept.
Yeah.
Amon's retire is not once per turn, right?
It's not once per turn.
Right, right. And
That's
there's nothing
so
else
good
you
'cause-
want. Yeah. There's nothing else you want counterblast for.
Yeah, you don't. Like, I think Boss 3 played Emblem Master.
Oh, he hit the chariot, thank god.
Oh, it's Chariot. Okay. If he soul charges a Chariot though, that's really good as well.
Oh, true, true, true.
Yeah, so it's just, yeah, your deck doesn't use much counterblast. If you do, you likely just heal it off, or if you have 5 CB, it doesn't matter. And then you can make the double lethal attack.
Exactly.
Like the way he's doing now.
It's interesting because it doesn't have to like go all in. This is actually because the spirit just dies to any attack, so now you can just like swing with the 14 and swing with the crit and ask for PG. We've seen how like desperately Alphine's been like filtering for these PGs. He might not have one, but he did.
He gets one.
He managed to hit one. I think that was his last one because I think he checked one earlier, but he did shuffle the deck, so it might have been drawn into already. Whew.
Yeah, I forgot about his damage increase last turn. So actually, he was half safe. He was half safe.
Yeah, yeah.
You only needed the null for like the potential like 1 damage to face and then double crit kind of play.
Exactly. And now it's interesting because this could be game for Alfine as well, as like Cedric needs to have all 3 PGs in hand. That's a lot to ask for in this situation. But he didn't set up any steps, which I'm willing to believe that he does have it because he just put down. He knows that the Azel deck doesn't have any more than 3 attacks that it can do in battle. So maybe he was like, alright, I don't need to put out intercepts because I can make these attacks. I have PGs to survive. And the next turn, I have an intercept kill on my Amon, and I can clean it up there. I think he might actually have the triple PG.
There's also a chance that Seri heals because there's not that many cards in his deck. It's probably like a 1 in 6.
Yeah,
right?
He has 8 cards in deck.
Something
Yeah, so
like
it's
that.
like yeah, because he checked 2, so it's a 1 in 6. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to heal, those are some decent odds.
Yep. All right, let's see the triple PG. First Lion taking out the first one. All right, let's see here. 15k coming in. Do we see a second PG? We do.
And
it looks like 70
PG
setup.
is a lot to ask for, though.
Yep.
It's always the third.
Yeah, exactly. Does he have it? Do we see heal from Alphine either? Alright, first check nothing, second check PG. That's a bit unfortunate, that's the last one. So that tells Cedric that if he lives through this, which it looks like he does, he did set up. He knew what he was doing. This was intentional. This was planned. He knew the output that Azel has, but he managed to secure it, and now he can basically just set up this front. Ooh, and he hits the chariot off the top as well. If you could soul charge one here, if you can soul charge this one chariot, he could have like crits on everything, but it doesn't really, I mean, it does matter to an extent, but he can just basically
it does
up.
because he gets double lethal.
Exactly.
You can only retire one.
But he already knows this is lethal because he saw the final PG check. He knows all 4 heals are out. He can just swing rear, swing Vanguard. It's game no matter what. So Cedric will take this first game. We know the final PG is at the bottom. We know all heals are out. This is gonna be game for Cedric. So not even Reiji, just Amon actually takes a game 1. Really, really good showing of the other side of the Reiji deck with the Amon engine and being able to like rely on this front row retire. So we see here Alphine will check the final 2. And that's going to be game. Cedric takes game 1 of this top 4 with Dark Irregulars.
And I think it's like, just from that game, right? Before Dark Irregulars, well, Reiji had the problem where if you don't ride Reiji, you just have a terrible game. You have go to the next game, right? But now you have a great backup grade 3 as well. So, yeah, good. It's good. It's good, guys.
Yeah, honestly, absolutely fantastic. Really good showing by Cedric, and now he has to follow it up with OTT, which has good matchups against. I mean, I wouldn't say like really good matchups, but the thing is,
it doesn't care about the matchup.
Exactly, it plays with itself. It plays with the time, basically. And Revengers is not a deck that gives you a lot of time, though. So it's important to keep that in mind. If Revengers opens like early Tartus, early Nemains, early Blaster Dark Revenger to like keep pushing to get through intercepts. If you can go for that solid early aggro, it might not give OT the time to actually set up. Same goes for Azel, to be honest, because you can be pretty greedy with your Azel as well. Just like hold on to those like self-damagers, go for like the full Azel boards as fast as possible, and just push.
Yeah, like the one thing also is that the Dark Regulus player, he didn't exchange his hand, right?
I actually didn't pay attention at that exact moment.
Yeah, but one thing is like getting the starter for Dark Regulus is really strong. The draw 2, put 1 into Soul.
Yeah,
Basically, it's like such a great draw tool that you can try and fish out your nulls from there too. So
that's right. He's sticking with Azel.
Yeah, Azel, bring it home.
All right, let's see it take it home here.
Yeah, chat saying he didn't shuffle his hand, so his hand was pretty darn good.
Yeah, must have been.
Keeping that hand for sure, dude.
Yeah. All right.
He only kept 1 as well this time.
1 change and 2 change. All right. So Serity looking pretty good this starting Tsukuyomi turn. Let's see who's going first. Looks like it's Azel. It's pretty important, I would say, to go first here against Tsukuyomi.
I think going first is fine. Going second allows you to attack though.
Yeah. It's interesting because in Zero it doesn't matter yet. Like going first, going second, it really doesn't change too much. Like that's like not one of like the big discussion factors. If we're like commentating standard or premium too, that like who wins the dice roll is so important still to this day, you know?
Actually, going first is better for Alphine because you'll have a situation where Tsukuyomi doesn't get the top 5, and then they might not have the correct ride in their hand, so they might want to stay. But if Alphine goes first, you don't really have that option to stay because they will just go ham and they'll hit those numbers when they ride that grade 3, especially with Ezel.
That's right.
And then you just get screwed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So going first is still good, guys.
Yep. Still good. Alright, see here, just swinging. Quite interesting, not going for any like early aggro, just kind of steady, slow push. But I can see a big burst on turn 3 potentially, because he'll be on 2 damage, so he needs like 2 self-damagers for that big push.
I feel like it's still correct to go a bit more ham though, but I guess with that draw trigger...
Yeah, it would have shut it down anyway.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright, finds the grade 2 as well, so now he knows the bottom 11. No, sorry, bottom 9. Because wait, did he find the grade 1?
No, he had to play it from hand.
Okay, so he knows bottom 10 then, yeah. Alright.
Right now though, I think like one of the good things when facing OT, well not a good thing, but is that you can commit excess PGs as well to kind of push.
That's right.
It's kind of interesting here that Seri is actually pushing in reverse, which is correct because you want to push them higher and get that silent Tom online.
That's right.
And that's kind of why I also think, you want to set up, you want to be a bit more aggressive early, because if you can put down another intercept early, that means it's harder for OTT to like, they have to commit more to actually get those damages in.
That's right. Okay, so interesting that he pushed him all the way to 3. This is kind of a scary situation where Azel can ride anything, whether it's Scissors or the original Azel. I think Scissors is the right call because you can push yourself to 4 here. If you can hit the countercharger off of the top, you can actually do Scissors twice and push them really far. Basically to 5, I think, because you swing not to 4, which is still really good.
Yeah, I think Scissors is the absolute correct play as well, just a better ride. Because of the crit, you can push the damage now, versus like an Ezel, which would just kind of push him to 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Or 4 if he gets a Blaster Blade Spirit.
No, it pushes him to... Well, let's see here. So he didn't get the countercharger, so this won't be a second use, so he'll just like swing. Yeah, pushes him to 4, which is really good. I think you want to be pushing with the T as fast as possible, reduce that timer as much as possible. Like we've seen Tsukuyomi in every single season. This deck just refuses to die. It's gonna stay alive no matter what, because it's just built to be good in a game like this, you know? It's just built to be good in a deck where it reduces the variance as much as possible and makes it so that you will know what's coming. You will know your triggers, you will know what you'll be drive checking and drawing into, and you know, Zero just rewards that.
The Ezel also, the scissors gives basically an extra damage as well because of the crit.
Yeah.
Also hitting off that null is really nice on OTT.
Yep.
Making sure the lethal attacks come quicker.
Exactly.
He's actually running. He's running the new null. Do you really need to run the new null in OTT? I mean, in Tsukuyomi? I feel like you can get away running the old one.
Yeah, sure, because the only limb break you care about is the Magus one, I guess, so it's pretty interesting that he chose to do that, but it is valid. Right,
and his Magus is on a heal as well, so it's not really...
Yep.
Oh, he gets the ride there.
Alright, pretty good there, pretty good. So now he knows what, the bottom...
14?
15? The drive check was empty, I think, so yeah, 15. Alright,
right.
so we're 5 cards away. 5 cards away before we get to the stack. The timer is ticking. Let's see, so if he does Tsukuyomi twice here, he goes 1 card away from stack. So then he will know it on the drive check.
Yeah.
But that is pretty...
Well, he should know what that card is anyway, because if he knows the rest of his deck...
Yeah, you can guess. You can even guess these 5, to be honest.
Yeah, you should have a decent idea, I guess.
Yeah. That's the thing with Tsukuyomi, like, you have to use your timer really efficiently. You know, early turns, you want to be looking at your stack during your opponent's turn. You know, taking notes real quick, just like memorizing it or writing it down as fast as possible. And then when you get to that grade 3 turn, this is where you use up the entire timer, basically, to pace out your future turns. Like, you have to really think ahead with this deck. You know, I keep saying, like, yeah, this deck is unkillable, it keeps coming back every tournament, but you really need to be super careful in every single step of this deck to execute it properly. And, like, use the timer as much as possible, think as much as possible to hit through this entire stack, to make use of the stack, to make use of your deck's gimmick and make the most of it. You know, this is a deck that's been... This deck released in January 2020. We're in February 2021 now. It's been around for as long as possible, you know? I call the
Can you
Tom
imagine
here.
if we have real-life Zero tournaments and you're not allowed to bring a notepad or anything like that?
Ooh, imagine, yeah. Imagine. Yeah, that's the nice thing of online events. Alright, swings at rear. Is there a potential stand coming in here? Nope, it's gonna be the heal. I'm actually not sure what trigger lineup. He does run stands, but I didn't check how many.
So he would have known that the heal was coming as well.
Yep, that was a stack. That was a stack. Alright, now he knows how many to check here, how many to search, put to top or bottom. These might be just PGs he's adding. So that's it. Azel already was technically not fast enough because we're already in timer land. Would for Azel...
He has LB4 though.
Alphine has seen 2 PGs in damage and 1 at the bottom. Kai, I am not feeling this one too much. This is like... You basically have to use the scissors here to... Man,
Push damage is what it's looking like.
You have to use it. You want to hit a counter charger. Again, it's the same situation. You want to hit the counter charger to do double scissors to get 3 crit, because you're either that or hit the spirit. With a spirit, you can swing for lethal, but by now you can assume he has a PG. He probably searched a PG from the stack. How early is it here?
Like, I don't know. It's like rough, right?
Yeah.
You can kind of... You want to set up double 2s so he can't kill you the next turn.
Yeah.
But he runs like 1... I mean, you've seen 1 stand though, so I think
Yeah.
Tsukuyomi's run like 1 or 2 stands, right?
Usually. I can check the deck list real quick.
What is it? He's running 3 stands.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, so he's probably just dead next time.
Oh my god. That's it. He hit the counter charger. That's really big.
Oh.
That's actually huge. You can go for this big play where he can basically just use the scissors again, get to 3 crit, and swing for lethal.
I feel like if you use the double scissors here, you have no next turn. Right?
No, because scissors refunds. Scissors refunds the counterblast at the end of turn, so you countercharge 2 basically.
Okay.
I feel like
not to do it.
I feel like you normally go for that. I'm curious why you didn't do it. Because now you're just pushing them to 5. Yeah, I don't know. Seems a little bit weird. I feel like that was one of your win cons there, if he didn't find the PG yet, although he probably has. Right,
I mean, his best play next turn is to get another blaster. Is to get a blaster dark spirit, blaster base spirit, or blaster spirit, or whatever, and get 2 attacks on the face. Unless his opponent doesn't drop intercepts, which would be amazing.
Yeah, honestly. Alright, hits a draw here, so that takes him further into his stack. It's a lot of pressure. It's pretty scary. I'm gonna check the deck list on the Tsukuyomi side real quick now, just to make sure this exact lineup. Yes, as you said, it's 3 stands. I'm curious about the amount of toms. 3 toms. So we've seen 2 out so far. Probably holding the last one for the win here, which won't be this turn unless stands happen.
No, yeah, it could be this turn.
It could be.
He just needs the person that gives power, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so the list is 3 stands, 6 draws, 4 PGs for Tsukuyomi, 3... Oh, 3 of the blue eye, 2 of the Gemini as well for the 16k columns. But now, Seru needs to hurry up. He used his entire timer last turn, which is the usual turn of timer. But now you have to be super careful here. Time is really ticking. Gotta make sure you hit the stand here for the potential win.
He's got a lot of actions to do, right? That's the scary thing.
Yeah, and he's still waiting. Uh-oh.
What?
The 1 bar of time, you gotta be really careful. Hurry up. You have all this searching, all this filtering. Don't time out. We've seen it happen. That's the worst thing.
Yes, yes, we have.
This might actually be too slow. He might have lost purely because of that. And it looks like no stands here. Nope, he still hits it. Give the power to the Tom. The bar is ticking so fast. Just swing before it runs out. Oh, it's entering the red moment. Oh my god. This is way too close. It ran out. Does he barely hit it? No, he missed it. Oh my god. Oh, this hurts to see so bad. Oh, if he just moved a little bit quicker. That was so close. That would have been game and said he would have gone to finals.
Slow.
That would have been his ticket to finals. Oh my god, we've seen this every season too. The Tsukuyomi player is barely fumbling with the time.
He didn't stop, he just did. It's not like...
He was checking his stack, basically. He was just confirming what the contents of it, making sure the stand is there, how many blue eyes to use, how many of the grade 2 to use, you know, to filter through the deck. He wasn't like stopping there for nothing, but I feel like those are steps he should have done during his opponent's turn. Like, you literally have nothing to do on your opponent's turn other than to watch their drive check and know what's going to their bottom. Everything else you need to be moving swiftly. This deck needs you to use that timer so efficiently, especially during your opponent's turn. And that potentially just cost him the ticket to finals.
I don't think they need to fix the timer, right? Because everyone has the same amount of time to do it. If your deck requires you to do so much thinking, then either you need to do it faster or you don't play the deck.
Exactly. Precisely.
Like, it's just like in the TCG. If your deck loops too much and goes to time all the time and you get a double loss, then you either need to find a way to play that deck faster or you just don't play it.
Exactly. Oh, it's interesting. He called it PG here instead of just promoting the Azel. That was pretty greedy, I would say. But I mean, now Sedity... Thing is, Sedity might still have 3 PGs. That's definitely possible, but now Sedity lost the Tom WinCon. That was the 3rd Tom in the list. And so now we need to see those last 2 PGs be in hand, otherwise it's going to be Alfine tying it up into a 1-1. Alright,
I mean,
Azel
calling
swing.
that PG, I think that's... Unless he has one in his hand. If he has one in his hand, okay, this kind of...
That heal changes things. That's going to be another stand you have to work around. Alright, countercharger. Is there the 3rd PG in hand? I think there is. Yep. Alright, he had all 4 PGs he already searched. Oh my god. And again, like now you have to be playing with the stand in mind with 2 bars of time.
Yeah, that's
I think for OTT, did you just go for the Magus here? Just abandon the Tsukuyomi plan? Go for Magus?
He's doing it.
Yep, you need that extra crit with the Magus here, I think. Screw the timer. We're going in, boys. We know there's only 1 PG left on Alfine's side. Sedity still wants that ticket into finals. He wants the ticket into finals. Yeah. You just have to swing with a blue eye. You know your stack still. You know your stack. You just have to get it right. Alright, so he changed the stack, potentially finding a draw, or... I'm not really sure what you even exchange for at this moment. All you need is to know the top card, and that's it. If you know your stack, then that's fine. Does Alfine have the last PG?
Does Alfine still has a null? Do we know if it's possible that he has a null in his hand?
He did drive check earlier, so he might have found it because he shuffled his deck so many times, so he could have just drawn into it. Alright. Oh, and he gets the heal too, that's really big. Alright. Alfine, do you have the PG, or is this Seruri's ticket to finals? I think there's no more. No, there's still 2 more heals. Can he find it on the 6th? 11 cards in deck. He does not.
Wow. Okay,
Wow.
just such a huge bombshell there, dude.
Oh my
Especially
god.
calling that null. Yeah. 2 big misplays, I think, in that game. That was.
Yeah, calling that PG did not feel necessary, especially like. I don't know. I understand it at the same time because he had the Azel in the back that he could have promoted for the 11k swing, but then you lose that intercept there that he would have needed to survive anyway. So it's like, whether it was the 1 PG in hand or the extra intercept, they kind of like. He didn't know that he was gonna heal. That's the thing, right?
Yeah. Like here's the thing, right? Is if he didn't call the null, he has a null in his hand. He's got double intercepts. It's kind of hard for. It's kind of hard for the OTT to break through unless he knows the stand is coming, and sure, he might, but sometimes you just got to take that risk, right? But from the perspective of the players, the decks are open. He kind of knows the toms are gone, so the value of the null now goes up again, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
if he just kept track of all the toms and knew that the PGs are now suddenly really important, and there's still the chance of him going to the, because you know that his only out there was to go into the Megas for that big win. So
yeah, well, before he called the PG, then it was a stand.
Exactly.
But after triggering that heal, I think the game would have just been sealed if he kept that null in his hand, and he busted out all the nulls from Seri's turn, on Seri's hand, I mean. So that was set up to be a
oh my god,
a win for him. But Seri dodged a bullet. He dodged that. Never punished, right?
Yeah, never punished. That's everyone's favorite line, the one you gotta live by and win by.
Now,
oh my god!
Now we see if Royal Paladin gets banned, if Sanctuary of Light gets the ban.
Yep. Shira looked so good with that Sanctuary of Light in the top 4. Let's see if he can. Oh, into top 8 rather. Let's see if he can continue it in the top 4 as well here. Going up against Cross Chaser. The lineups again being Ashura, Chaos, and Nouvelle. And then on Shira's side, of course, it's Reiji, Chaos, and Sanctuary of Light.
Shira of Light, that's right.
That's right. Let's see if Shira can make it to finals, in which they'll be playing against Seruri there. It's a pretty scary matchup no matter how you spin it. No matter how you look at it, it's really scary.
Funny thing is that if Shira makes it to finals, he probably will have to play Sanctuary of Light. Because I don't see Seruri banning that at all.
Yes, indeed.
But funnily enough, Sanctuary of Light might have a pretty decent matchup against Oracle Think Tank, because you do call stuff out first and then just bash base, right?
Yep.
So it's hard to get those extra damages in.
Sanctuary of Light got banned.
Wait, he didn't ban Novas though.
And yep.
It just feels like Shira doesn't respect Novas at all.
Wow. I mean, he does have a good matchup against it with Reiji, so I kind of understand it. This will be interesting. We've seen this matchup before, and Chaos managed to win it. So it's that early Chaos. You want to go into Palladiums to sustain those locks. It's gonna be hard. But yeah, like, Sanctuary of Light ban actually makes sense because you're playing Chaos. Like, Sanctuary of Light instantly counters it. It just unlocks stuff, and you can just continue pushing. Like, you have to keep in mind that for Chaos, locking is so expensive in Zero. You have to count +1, discard 2 for Chaos. You have to be given Limit Break to do Infinite Zero. You know, you have to use Palladiums every turn to keep those locks up. You don't want a matchup that undoes all of your efforts. So honestly, memes aside, Sanctuary of Light is probably the best thing you can ban if you're Cross Chaser. And then just execute with your decks. Like, this Chaos has to win here as well, because, like, Link Joker mirror matches are really, really tight as well. Have you ever played, like, the Chaos mirror match in Zero so far?
Yeah, I played Zero and he beat me.
Oh, yeah. It's such a tight mirror match. Man, it's such a tight mirror match because you're basically both waiting for a specific timing where you can just, like, go for the surprise Chaos ride, just like instead of like waiting for the Infinite Zero, and like lock their front row, and suddenly they're playing with 1 column for that, or like with 2 columns for that entire game, because then you start like using Colony Maker for the Palladiums, you start like relocking that as much as possible, and then just like sustaining those locks as much as possible before they can do it to you.
Yep. I'm still surprised he banned the Kagura.
Yeah, true. I mean,
That is.
it's interesting. Maybe
I
it's...
would love to know his thought process. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe Kagura is a hard counter to Reiji and Joker. Ooh.
I'm thinking.
Do you see those? Do you see those two Palladiums just go to the damage zone?
Yep, that hurts. That hurts. We've seen Palladiums just like, it's always the one card that's like drive check, ridden, damage check. It's so unfortunate. But you know, as long as he finds it, as long as he's got colony makers to search, it's fine.
I do like the newer build of like of the Link of Chaos.
Yeah.
Running like, you know, some of the more aggressive stuff. Before like they ran the AK on
Yeah. It's become a lot more
now
aggressive, yeah. I think ever since like the end of January where we had the qualifier, there was a Chaos that won one of the blocks. And
Yes.
ever since then I think people adapted to that build, which is a lot more aggressive, a lot more just like well-rounded and less focused on that entire like, oh, I'm gonna lock as much as possible type of game plan. So I think it's a much better build as well. Alright, Reiji.
Yeah, it's just straight up better. I think it's pretty much the best list at the moment.
Honestly, yeah. 10 soul, this is gonna turn it into 13. Needs 1 soul charge from any source, and then Reiji needs to attack. Oh, interesting that he swings here like this. I think you do have to attack Vanguard to get the extra soul charge here, so goes up to 14, and just gonna push for 1 damage, and makes sense because you don't want to be swinging with the 3 crit and giving them limber break here, so it's actually pretty well played.
I mean, the idea is that if you had some soul charge like that, grade 2 Amon, could have soul charged a bit more, get that hit in, then the 14k of the crit hits into 3, and then the Reiji will start killing nulls.
Exactly.
But if he just doesn't have that, there's nothing really much you can do. That's fine,
Yeah.
you can play the slower game and get the soul charges in.
Yeah, you have no reason to be rushing here.
And with Cross Chaser riding Infinite Zero, there is actually nothing he can do, right? No chaos means no game.
Exactly. So yeah, now this turn, like, Reiji can, like, he's on 4, but he can basically just, like, call whatever to take out the intercept and then to attack into the 3rd damage and then just start denying PGs. Like, Crossface has 4 cards in hand. He had to basically mulligan for PG, I think, to against this matchup because they can pop off on as early as turn 3 already and start pressuring your PGs out.
Yeah. Right now, it depends if you can commit 2 cards down, though, on Shira's side. Which can be surprisingly hard, because once you do that, you know that the 3 cards in his hand, how many of them are actually nulls?
Exactly. Alright, let's see here.
He couldn't hit the Vanguard before because there was an intercept.
Yeah. I feel like here, Shira is probably dealing with a subpar hand with how slowly he's playing it out, because yeah, this looks like he's just like struggling to find the pieces to actually like not only kill the intercept but also like swing into the face. Calling the PG though.
Oh, did he actually break?
He wants to push to 3. It looks like he's breaking, but he's got a lot of PGs at least. If you call the PG, that must mean you have just PGs in hand. I think he actually just loaded on PGs. It's crazy. So he's gonna push him to 3 here. It's a pretty slow setup, but at least now next turn he definitely has the crit on the Reiji. This is an interesting play from Shira. He definitely feels like he's kind of breaking here, if anything.
Yeah. Oh. Correct, he's just gonna go ham. Everything is hitting numbers, but the heal comes down is just gonna save him.
Ooh, that is big as well. So if you're Link Joker here, you just want to be pushing. Or I guess the draw here.
You're basically playing vanilla.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that is big. Alright, no limber breaks for me.
Never punished, right?
Yeah, exactly. And here it's like he can just like set up whatever intercept he has just to have an intercept up and swing at rears, but Reiji's already doing all the heavy lifting. No intercepts up, you can just literally just swing with Reiji here. Technically. And considering he's probably loaded on PGs, he could just go for that. Maybe promote the grade 1.
Oh, he didn't trigger any nulls, I don't think, right?
So far, no.
Pretty dry.
Yeah.
Well, this is the first one in a while.
Yep.
What?
No PGs! Cross Chaser? Oh my god! That was a game. Wow. Wait, 1 second.
Never punished.
Yeah.
Brick still wins. No problem, man. It's like easy game, easy game.
Wow. I mean, that was insane because he had to basically, he was dealt a brick and he just kind of like, you know, was like, all right, slow push to 2, slow push to 3. And it's like, all right, I don't literally have anything to call here. My hand is full of PGs. I'm just gonna swing here and see what happens. And sometimes you just win just like that.
If you guys went to the bathroom, you just missed the game.
Yeah. You pause for 2 seconds and it's over. That's crazy. Wow. All right, so keep in mind this is the second game of the top 4. If Shira wins this next one with his Chaos list, he will go to finals with Sanctuary of Light of all things. Absolutely insane. Cross Chaser though, back against the wall. Nova Grappler's banned. We're gonna be either seeing the Chaos Mirror match here. Oh, sorry, not Nova's banned, Kagura banned. So either the Chaos Mirror match here, Nova's into Chaos is a still good matchup for Novas because they can still OTK even with a 1 circle locked.
Yep. And he doesn't even have to commit that 1 circle. You could just sit on his Vanguard attack every single turn.
Yep.
Right? And just be super lame until he gets 4 damage.
Exactly. I wonder if the nerf to Reiji could be just like slapping Limit Break on the skill. Just make Reiji's crit skill be Limit Break.
That'd be disgusting though. It loses. Like, you can't remove the 3 crit because that is the Reiji flavor, right?
Exactly.
But then, the limit break 4 is like,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It feels.
Do you think they might take away the unattacked Soul Charge 1?
They can.
Because that's kind of what's been helping them set up for that turn 3 Reiji as well.
Turn 3 Reiji basically makes it 14 soul.
Yeah.
The requirement. The 15 soul comes in
on attack.
Surprisingly a lot. Like it just randomly you're gonna hit like the specific amount of soul and just not be able to do it.
Yep. Exactly. So
just kind of reverting the change, right?
Yep. So no Chaos Mirror matches. Looks like he's gonna be, you know, he knows that Shira is locked into Chaos here, so he's like, all right, I have a pretty good matchup with Ashura. Depending on how this plays out, I should be able to, you know, even this out to a 1-1, and then we can take it to the Chaos Mirror match. Especially because the Chaos Mirror match is, like, it's so resource grindy that you need to be really careful how you're gonna pace yourself out. Look for those, like, gaps and just be able to punish as much as possible. It's a challenging matchup.
The interesting thing here, right, is that Cross Chaser can't be too liberal about his use of like street bounces and all that.
Yes, and Transriser too.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, like you have to literally just right pass.
And now, like the game plan for Shira might be, I just commit like 2s, intercepts in the front row to make him have to commit stuff, and then just trigger draw triggers repeatedly to sustain my hand.
Yeah. Man, the SP Chaos Breaker is so beautiful. Actually, man, I have so many Link Joker materials. I'm really debating just making 1 SP. It's so pretty. Just seeing it in Shira's field is like, wow.
Like, yeah, like SPs in Vanguard Zero is really good.
Yeah,
I sometimes wish our foiling could look like that, but it'll be hard to make it move, right?
Although they do a pretty good job with like VRs. Usually, they do a pretty good job of like bringing out the patterns and stuff like that. Like, have you seen the ASR MLB? The way that like it swirls around it looks kind of like when MLB does its effect and like takes the 2 blasters and like in Zero it does like the swirl to like take in the blasters. It looks just like that. It looks just like that. So they do a pretty good job with the foiling, to be honest.
The only thing I've seen of the MLB is the price. So.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Shira going into Infinite Zero here, he healed down, which is either a good thing or a bad thing.
Yep. Also, we have to keep in mind that this is the like more aggressive build of Chaos. This is the one that doesn't care about resources as much, or does, but it can afford to like rush more. It has more pieces to enable that rush as well. So he can kind of like, he could have pushed here even to try to get Cross Chaser to 4 and just like you know, try to win before he even gets to the break ride. But ooh, finds a Mon there.
So the problem is, if Cross Chaser just does his combo, Shira is likely dead because he just triggered 2 nulls. So
exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
He has to get lucky here. I mean, he's been getting lucky, but
keep it up. All right, searching for the Ashura here. Finds the Ethics. So that's the backup break right here. Still, like, even the Ethics Ashura turn is still super strong, even if you're just standing the front row. Because Ashura stands the 3rd unit, you still get a huge restand, and you can just, like, push like crazy. Ooh, going for the street bouncers here.
He's running like 4 Ethics on top of that as well. Like,
yeah, you have to run, like, the deck basically runs the both break rides at 4, and then the 4 Ashuras, and then finish off usually with like 1 old Ashura, because it's still an Ashura name for the Samurais. So you still get like, even if you misride terribly in Brick, you're still doing a good job with your deck. And if anything, that super powerful turn with the Samurais is not as powerful, but if you can restand them, they're still standing for big power.
Yeah. I'm wondering if, like, I was thinking if, like, Shira just rode the Infinite Zero to try to bait, like, something like that Street Bouncer out, and then you can just ride a Chaos.
Right, Chaos, and yeah. Looks like it's not the case.
He's getting all his heals now, which is kind of...
Yeah, especially because he doesn't have this extra front row to put all these... If he called another thing to the front row to put all these triggers on, he could actually give him the 4 and just be like, alright, come on, 1 to 6, can you do it? I got 2 PGs in hand, we're good. But the thing is, we saw this 2 drive checks, 2 PGs drive check that probably doesn't. It's like, it's scary to think that this deck can 1 to 6 you and you have to have 2 PGs to survive it. Transriser into Samurai, that's really good.
Oh.
Behind the Vanguard?
Here's the thing, right, is that can a Chaos deck stall out this Nova deck? Because Nova deck runs a lot of draw, right? And
it's already down to 15 cards.
Yeah, if you can slow down the deck to the point where he has no cards in his deck, or he has like, what, 3 cards in deck, then he can't even combo anyway, right?
That's right, that's right. Yeah, I think that was 2 Ashuras gone as well. And the fact that he used the Searcher tells me he didn't have it either in hand. So let's see if you can follow up on here and continue this momentum.
It's kind of the perfect storm is currently being created because of all the heals that went on early game already. The game can progress very slowly if Shira wants to.
Yeah,
I mean,
Shira could just freeze it.
Yeah, there's still like quite a lot of triggers out for both players that we can see on that trigger thing. I mean, they could all just be in the hand.
He could just go for the Psych Chaos here and lock this Transriser, as you mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
There's so many like lines of play here that you can go for.
Yeah. And he's doing it. He's doing it. And I think this is nearly as good as you can get if you want to push damage here.
Yeah, exactly. Right? If you don't want to go for the stall, like, limit break denial play of just pass.
Yeah. He sees Tuasur out.
Yeah, he just takes it. He's like, alright, let's go.
Tuasur out. He has 1 column to play with. Puts down some intercepts. Only 1 intercept. Okay, that's maybe not as good as...
It's interesting that he also discarded the Colony Maker, choosing to not go for that and call the 10k Vanilla here instead, because he has the Palladium in the back, which means that even if Ashura gives him no damage here, he can just use the 1 counterboss he has for the Palladium to relock this front row. And so now he's like, alright, show me your... Come on, 2 to 6 me. Do it with your 1 column.
It's taking a long time to ride, dude. It's not looking good.
Yeah.
Whoa, what?
He just doesn't have it.
Man.
He just doesn't have it. He just doesn't have it. That's really unfortunate. He's checked 2 of them already, so... Damn, Cross Chaser, this is not looking too good. And the thing is, like, if you have another Mond in hand, you can, like, Mond over Mond. Alright, so he's just literally trying not to draw too much. He's not going to give a damage, knowing fully well that... Damn, and checking those draws doesn't help either, because he doesn't even give the power to the rear. He's like, I am not swinging here. Sure, go ahead. He's not giving him the second counterboss because he knows, like, he can do Palladium and then lock the other front row. So he's like, I'm not going to let you do that.
Can he get 2 attacks on the face, though? 2 attacks on the face is pretty good.
Yeah. You know, we've only seen 1 PG from Cross Chaser, but this is still a very dangerous position to be in. Does he have another attacker?
Yes.
He does.
And that's 2 intercepts, which is kind of pretty good. Because that negates one of the Vanguard attacks, right?
Exactly. exactly. So we can see here, like Ashura's been around for a couple weeks now. People have learned how to play around it. Cross Chaser, do you have the second PG here? This 12k attacker coming in, he does have it. Alright. Whew. Did he Fat Finger with ethics? No, I think that was just him trying to not overdraw. That was him just making sure to lower his hand count to not overdraw. And alright, did he find his, you know, those 10 cards to find Ashura? Nope. Still passing. There's no 2 to 6 options here either. Shout to keep drawing?
He's digging so hard.
Another ethics discarded. Cross
3 shields
Chaser.
one as well, so he could be staying on 5. The biggest problem here is that if Cross Chaser does not pop off here, which he likely won't, there is no CB for sure to work with. There's no more Palladiums.
Yeah.
So he's only getting 1 attack on the Vanguard.
Yeah, that's right. No triggers to take out the second intercept either. Wow, this is looking to be just... I mean, he needs the 1 PG in hand here. His final... Cross Chaser needs his final PG to survive. If he does that, might actually be what he needed to do to sustain himself and survive and win. So if Cross Chaser can PG this and find the Ashura, he could actually win. He could still have this and tie it up.
He needs both. He needs both things to happen.
That is so scary that that's still an option. That's still an option for him. Cross Chaser.
Or one of them has happened.
All right.
But he needs on the sides though as well.
Yep, that's right.
He went straight to main phase.
He doesn't have it.
Oh my god.
This is so unfortunate. He did everything he could to survive and it's still... Oh, Cross Chaser, what an amazing run, but this is just not looking... Oh, it was right there. It was right there.
Wow. I mean, even batting Sanctuary of Light, still very strong. Basically saved that game.
Like, you have one heal you can bet on, but even that's just not enough.
That heal is detrimental technically because that's like 1 damage dealt to like to the player. So he'll go down to 4, then draw to 3, and if he draws the Asura, then he can't even use the combo. And if the Asura hits in the damage zone, then he can't even. I think he's just in deep troubles, right?
But the thing is here too, like even if he hits the Ashura at this point, like let's say he takes the damage here, goes to 4 cards in deck, he draws the Ashura off the top, goes to 3 cards in deck. He has to have like no triggers left at that point to be able to attack Twin Drive, discard 2, restand, draw 2, and then he can't attack with Vanguard anymore, so he loses out on the Mond.
Here's the problem is, I don't know why he didn't attack the Vanguard on his last one. Could, right?
I think he's just trying to like not give him any chance. Wow, calling it the double PG here, he's just like, alright, I don't care anymore, man.
True.
You have shown me that... He also knows that if he gives him this damage, he will have 3 cards in deck after the draw. He cannot do a Ashura anymore. He will deck out. All he can do is like Mond over Mond, or like Ethics over Mond, and that's not looking likely either. So rip the Ashura off the top, you're still screwed. He manages to do it, but he also like, if he calls the 2 cards here, he can't even do
draw trigger in that deck though.
There is 1 draw in that deck. There is 2 samurais, but are you just trying to go in with this Ashura? Is there a line where he can survive? If he checks a draw here, it's not actually over either. He gets the restand. He sees the draw here into the final card. He can't use the Ashura skill.
He can win.
This is game actually. This is actually game. Because he called the 2 nulls. This is actually game. Oh my god. He actually brought it back. He actually brought it back. There's 1 heal left in deck. Oh my. I can't take this anymore. Oh my god, Cross Chaser did everything right. Cross Chaser did everything right. But Shira was born to be a protagonist, born to go to finals, born to make Sanctuary of Light become recognized. Oh my god.
Well, we have Sanctuary in finals, boys.
Sanctuary of Light in finals. When I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. to stream this, I did not expect to be seeing this.
Protagonist armor, that's correct, boys.
Like, if Shira doesn't win it now, it just... Like, Cross Chaser, it just feels worse for Cross Chaser. I can't believe how well he played that out. Like, he took the biggest L's possible from his own deck, just punishing him, just throwing the worst bricks at him, not giving him the Ashura. He rips it off the top with 4 cards left in deck. He doesn't restand with 1 card left in deck, has enough swings, just enough for lethal to punish the greedy double PG call. 6 damage heal. Oh my god. At the end of the day, it's still Vanguard. These things can still happen.
Man, he's like, maybe there's a reason why Shira doesn't, like, bother banning Nova Grapplers, right? Because he just knows he's gonna 6 damage heal every single Nova Grappler fight.
Basically.
He's done it twice now. He can't do it in the finals though, right? Because... Oh wait, no, wait, let me check. Yeah, no, he can. He can still do it in the finals.
He can still do it in the finals. I can't believe it. We're going into another short break here, but... Man, like, I feel mentally broken from watching this. Imagine Cross Chaser right now, like, sitting in his seat. You just had, like, the biggest comeback turn possible to tie it up, and it just wasn't enough. I can't believe it. That was just... I am emotionally broken. Let me refresh the stream, because I noticed I was like a couple seconds behind you. Oh my god, man. That was just insane.
Oh like... Yeah, no, it's this... Seri's playing Novas as well.
Yeah.
And it feels like Shura is just... He just doesn't care about banning. Like, the correct ban is the Nova, but he doesn't care. He's probably gonna ban the OTT.
honestly, at this point, he'll just take the OTTs, like, screw it. I will defeat every Nova player. I will destroy Ashura Kaiser with these 2 hands. With the power of Sanctuary of Light and Anime by my side, I will not lose to Ashura Kaiser. I can't believe it. So, of course, our final decks for these finals, we have Seruri, who is running the Mond, the Blau version of Ashura, OTT, Tsukuyomi, and Reiji with the Mon. And then we have our protagonist Shira with Sanctuary of Light. Sanctuary of goddamn light. Chaos and Reiji. So Reiji is the common factor between these 2 players. You know, it's the kind of the deck to bring. Oh, what if they just ban each other's Reiji and just, like, you know, go to town?
And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. But, you know, Seruri might even ban, like, the Nova. Not the Nova, the Link Joker. Because the Oracle matchup against Link is that even playable?
Yeah, honestly, that's... Oh my god. I think you might actually just do it. Alright. You know, for the finals, I think it's time to bust out the predictions. It's time to bust out the predictions. You can bet all your channel points on this as you wish. Let me hook it up. Alright, so... Who will be our champion? Although I'm not sure if we will... Alright, we still have the...
Third place, right?
Yeah, I think we still have the 3rd place match first. But they can still bet on the champion first. So...
Well, they can vote on 3rd and 4th place if they want.
I guess. But I'm not sure if they're doing... Do they usually do 3rd place match?
I think they do. I think they
do as well, yeah. Alright, let's do 3rd place prediction first. But then, well, let me just make sure. Let me watch the VOD from last season just to make sure. I don't want to fumble this.
Hey, they might be betting too many points, dude.
Yeah. Championship Autumn. Autumn Day 2. Skip. Yeah, they do a 3rd place match. Alright, let's bet on 3rd place first. Who will be 3rd place? Cross Chaser? Or... Who was the other person? Alphine?
Alphine, yeah.
Oh my god. Alphine. Alright. I'll give you 3. I'll give you 5 minutes to bet on it. All right. Here we go. You can bet your points. So this is for 3rd place, not for finals. Oh wait, I think I didn't change, or did I change the title? I'm not sure. Let me check. I think I did change the title. Okay, we're good. All right.
I think. What do you think? What are your predictions? What does the different fight think?
Man, Alphine looked pretty good, but honestly, Crosschaser, like, he's been able to adapt to the shittiest situations. Like, he's been throwing the worst bricks at him, and he still manages to adapt. I kind of feel like Crosschaser might be able to take it. Like, he's just shown... Like, I think, honestly, Shira deserves to be in finals because of how well he played that Chaos match in Game 1 especially.
Yeah,
so... Alphine is your boy. Damn, is Alphine one of our... No, we had a different foreign representative. I think we had one foreign representative from America, but I think they lost in top 16 or top 8. I can't remember.
I think, like, with Alphine, right, he's bringing the Ezel, so I like that.
Yeah.
But no, Crosschaser has been playing pretty well. Right?
Damn, 130k points on Crosschaser. That's insane.
Wow.
Whew. All right.
All in on GME, boys.
All right. Yeah, this is for 3rd place, not for finals. Keep that in mind. All right, here we go.
If you bet it on the wrong prediction, well, you better hope your boy wins.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so Alphine versus Crosschaser. So Crosschaser feeling defeated after that last match, now trying to win the 3rd place. Keep in mind that 3rd place really matters because only the 3rd place gets the playmat. So they are fighting for that playmat that can go for like 500k basically.
Yeah. And pretty sure Nova's is getting banned, right?
Yeah, I think so.
They're not Shira's.
Yeah. There's no Shira here. Gotta wait for the finals for that one.
Oh my god. He doesn't ban Novas, man.
Actually insane.
It just feels so wrong not banning Novas, right?
Yeah. Like we've seen what the deck... We saw what the deck could do last game. Like, if it wasn't for that 6 damage heal, that was the biggest comeback possible. You know, it just does so like, much.
You could literally say, like, Shira is like one of those airhead characters in anime, right? He's like, well, I've healed 6 damage twice, but it's just, I won, right? So it's fine. Nova doesn't really do much, you know?
Right. Oh my god. Absolutely insane.
Oh my god. What a crazy day. You know, remember when we saw Sanctuary of Light, probably like yesterday, and we're like, oh, nice jerk. Nice fun deck. We'll probably won't see it. It'll die in top 16. Now it's top 2.
Oh my god. Alright. Crosschaser, 170k points. Alphine, 108. Crazy. Y'all are going crazy in these predictions. That's the most I've seen so far. Oh wow, they announced Eno for Guilty Gear. That's the guitar one. I have... One of our mods, Shireen, was waiting for her to be announced, so he'll be happy. Nice. If this...
Do they have the Anchor Girl?
Yes, she's already in the beta.
Oh.
Very cool. If
That's
this
the only
tournament...
character I know.
Oh damn, you should play Guilty Gear, man. I think you would enjoy it. It's really fun.
I'm really bad at fighting games.
So am I, but it's still super fun. It's so fun to learn and get better. I use the excuse of like having poor reflexes and just like, you know, all that stuff for a long time. But, you know, once you get into it and you just like start playing with friends and just like get good, it's so fun. It's so damn fun.
Yeah. My friends always kill me at Extreme Versus.
On Gundam?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
I can only play the I think it's Luminaria, the one with the Ganzaku.
Oh yeah, right. Oh man. Damn. Alright, let's see. So
did you see that loading screen?
Huh? Sorry, what?
Did you guys see that loading screen?
What was it actually? Oh, Sanctuary of Light! Oh my god. Alright.
Oh wait, am I still ahead of you? Let me...
No, I was just spacing out. Alright, so as you can see, both players banned Nova Grappler. So, that is of course, what we expected. But keep in mind, the person that wins for third place gets the very expensive playmat. $500 of a playmat. Very, very, you know, only 3 pieces in the world. Oh no, I forgot about this. Azel versus Link Joker.
Oh,
We didn't even talk about this matchup. Uh-oh. That's...
I think Cross Chaser can still get the win, man. He's been having those bad situations quite often.
Yeah, true, but damn, to think that he would rather play against Azel, his literal counter, than Nova Grappler. That's actually insane. Oh
Technically,
my God.
there is no counter to Nova Grappler unless you're Shira. So even if he loses one, right, his Link Joker can try and beat the Revenges.
Or Rage,
which
I guess
might not be-
Ragey still checks it. Ooh, the early heal. Alright.
Actually, yeah, Cross Chaser's matchups aren't great.
They
'Cause
really
if
are
he loses
not.
this, he has to face against Revenges with Chaos, which is not exactly the best matchup as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's literally like the lineup of decks is actually just not in his favor, but you have to hold that. You just have to hold it and do your best. I guess here you don't go for any of that like early Chaos gameplay because I don't know. You just go for Infinite Zero. Maybe just try to keep pushing. Guess defensive, so
You
you're
just go
going
for
for one to
face
pass.
gameplay.
Yeah.
The way for the Chaos play here as anti-intercepts basically.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing you can do, and you can't really use too much of Chaos Breaker, or otherwise you're done.
Exactly. All right. Let's see here. Goes into Buster
I think
Blade.
he's got half the playstyle down. He's rushing, which is technically correct.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, couldn't push the extra damage.
Yeah, that's right. Oh my God, man! I'm still not over these crazy games from last round. Absolutely insane. Also, yeah, there is one Ashura in finals. Saturday did bring Ashura, so
Yeah.
3 in top 4 and only 1 in finals.
Yep. And we can be sure that it's probably not going to get banned. You guys can all see it. We were wrong. We were wrong about not being able to see Ashura.
Yeah.
Because looks like one guy just doesn't care.
Yep. There's one legendary player, he who believed. Oh, that's the second heal checked already. It's interesting that he has Chaos on heal. I've seen that in a few lists. I personally still run it as a draw because, you know, sometimes you just go into it as your first ride. I feel like Nebula is always the card I want to see as a heal, but they just run it as a draw.
Actually, that's a good point, eh? That's very interesting.
Yeah, like I was looking through the deck list yesterday, I was like, huh, interesting. And see, again here, look, goes for the Chaos, that's a 3rd heal out already. Whereas if it was Nebula, he wouldn't be seeing any of them, so it's pretty interesting. Alright, does he go? Yeah, he doesn't go for any locks here. I think it's actual just beatdown time.
I mean, it might be interesting to go Nebula lock, because that can at least draw you one.
Yeah,
One CD is pretty bad.
Yep. Alright, use the Fenrir there to get the extra draw. Man, it's pretty sad how
Damage
like...
is...
Yeah?
The damage is even though, right now, which is kind of... In this situation, you really wanted to push, but just the triggers didn't go his way.
Yeah, that's right. It's interesting how Zero makes this like interesting discussion on like what do you put as your heal, because it really does matter a lot. You know, it's that one card that you don't want to see, that one card that maybe is like super late game, like Nouvelle, or like a card that you can return to the deck, or you know, just a card that you go into in like turn 4, 5, 6. So it's pretty interesting. All right, call the scissors there. So I'm guessing he has another one in hand that he's keeping for the unlock. That might be like bait. It's like, aha, you here's the scissors. Think of it what you will.
Yeah, 2 scissors are out, man. So it's no way I have another one.
Yeah. Ooh, no triggers here, so maybe defensive will save him from the limit break. Let's see. No defensive.
Oh,
I feel like you don't mind giving him limit break here, especially because he doesn't have infinite zero, so it's just like whatever. Like he's what, gonna unlock and draw? No, he's not. You're gonna use Azel.
Yeah, even with an infinite zero, it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Unlock my field, just unlock it, dude.
Exactly. 3 scissors out. Okay, apparently there was another one earlier. But I'm assuming there's one in hand. I'm assuming.
So Link's hand is actually okay. He can actually just lock the Blasted Arc and try and do some damage, but
most importantly, you need to set up double intercept. Like, you have to keep in mind that even though Azel counters you with the unlock, you have to keep in mind that their output is 3 attacks. Their output is 3 attacks. If you can do double intercept, sure, they go into scissors, they get the crit. You got the PG, you're safe. So,
yeah.
Unlike Zenith, it is locked to 3 attacks, and it cannot go beyond that. So you have to just keep that in mind and play it as it goes.
Well, he's a double intercept.
Yep. He's not locking, doesn't want the extra damage yet. I think you want to keep that, because you just have to keep in mind, it's still discard 2 for lock 1.
Yeah.
So, I think you keep that for the decisive turn, much like how you, like, you know, people like play the intercept deniers in Narukami on those final turns. Chaos is basically doing that right now. Oh, look at these turn. You saw that, like, I don't know why Chaos does that to the game, where it just goes like end phase, start phase, draw phase, stand phase, main phase, end phase, and then it's weird. All right.
I think like, last time I saw it, I was like, what? Did he just miss a turn or something? Or
Yeah. But that's just like that's Chaos's timing messing with it, because Chaos is like the unlock, like to kill or unlock to relock timing is at the start of the opponent's turn, so it makes this weird loop in the game that creates that weird situation. Chaos causing chaos, yeah. Chaos breaking the game.
Chaos break.
No, I guess the countercharger, very nice. I was saying earlier how, like, it's interesting how a lot of the Chaos supporting pieces are still like soul chargey. So like we're gonna get the countercharge in the future, but like right now we have like, you know, Palladium that goes to soul, we have the starter that goes to soul and all that stuff, but Chaos doesn't use soul anymore, so it's just kind of like,
okay, here's pretty good. Alphine setting up double intercept as well.
And gets the Blaster Blade.
To be able to push. Gonna push a lethal attack this turn.
Exactly, so that's gonna be very threatening. Still game 1 though, so Cross Chaser, don't let it get to you, man. You got this.
Never give up, man. You can do it. You can do it.
Yep. Is 8,000 guy better than Trip? It kind of is, because you don't have to bet on the on-hit. You just get in the main phase and then you can keep spamming those main phase skills. So that is definitely what makes it better. This grade 2 was running Gurgwit back in the day. When Gurgwit first came out, because it was like the countercharger for the deck. I think it was even running other Gold Paladin lists later on down the line, so. Oh, that's a really clutch heal. He wanted to stay on 5 there to be able to lock the front rows and just like pummel his face with 3 attacks, but that's not going to be happening. Gets the heal draw. The most powerful trigger combination in Zero. Alright, shows the PG Cross Chaser. There it is.
This is kind of annoying for Cross Chaser.
Oh, wait. There was a self-damager too. Oh, that sucks. We're back to square 1. Back to square 1 and 5 damage. Only 1 heal left in deck for Cross Chaser since he checked those chaoses early. Damn.
Nothing's going Cross Chaser's way, man.
Yeah, it's been kind of downhill.
Ever since those Sanctuary Light game, it's not been the same, you know.
Ooh, this might be an interesting play though. Locking and just like not giving him the limit break, or is he gonna go for the damage?
And this confirms 2 damage here.
Alright, the draw could be big. The double draw.
Well.
Hopefully found those PGs there. That's the only way, because he only has 1 intercept. Alright, he'll get swift, that's what you want to see. And now, so he does have a luck circle, so this might invite the scissors here. Let's see if he has it. Alright, look at all those turns, skipping. Oh, are we there yet? Nope, another turn. Alright, here we go. Oh, did we make it? Nope, not yet. Alright, one more time. Okay, there's another turn. Oh,
wait, how many
finally.
Times is this skip?
That was three whole turns. 3 whole turns.
What?
Oh my god. Alright, Azel Scissors with the unlock tech. And the SP one too. Alright, well at least, you know, getting to see a bug on stream makes it more likely for it to get patched, so that's great.
Does he get a spirit? No spirit.
Gets a counter charge.
It's not bad.
I wonder if he's gonna try again. Yeah, he might try again.
Getting a spirit here is like GG.
Nope.
Oh, he's not bothering.
He doesn't care. He's like, alright, you need to have 2 PGs to win this. Do you have them? It's already 2 out. Cross Chaser back against the wall again. So many times, over and over again.
I mean, Alfine is probably feeling pretty fine right now because he hasn't used a single PG. He's got double intercept.
Yeah. Like,
just chilling.
he's basically telling Cross Chaser, like, yeah, if I don't win this turn, you have to discard 4 to lock both my front rows in order to actually beat me up. Which is
then I still will
possible.
lose.
Yeah, if he has all 3 PGs, it's just, yeah. Alright, there's 1 PG. Does he have the 4th one? He needs it right here now.
If he doesn't have the PG, he's dead. Still get the heal.
Oh, these clutch heals, man. To be fair, he hasn't been healing much this game, so it's understandable, but they are so clutch right now.
Well, he's been healing. He's been healing every single good time. You know?
Oh, he didn't have it. And there's not enough heals in deck, so Alfine takes game 1. Look, getting closer to that playmat.
Wow.
Close that playmat, and how many, like, 50k gems? How much was 3rd place?
I mean, Alfine team, pretty happy. They were the underdogs,
Yep,
but they're gonna be getting a lot of points.
that's right. So there's a difference of, what, 20k? 30k gems between 3rd and 4th?
I think so.
That's right. Alright, so game 1 goes to Alfine. The people betting their points. Looking a bit shaky. Cross Chaser had more points on him. Damn.
Is Alfine team gonna be profiting, man?
That's right. Adding channel point predictions to tournaments like this definitely adds to the spice and the suspense of these games.
Look at all these pink tags here, dude.
Hey, look
Pink
at
tags and the blue tags.
Yep.
Ooh.
If you're a pink tag, you're feeling pretty good right now.
Alright, so now Alfine's gonna do the Shadow Paladin team, Revenge Gang.
Yep.
I wonder what Cross Chaser is gonna do. Is he gonna stick with Link, or is he gonna go into Kaguru?
Yeah, keeping in mind that, like, now playing as Revengers, like, what even is the better matchup here to beat Revengers first? You have to beat them with both decks anyway, so you just have to abuse them at all costs.
I think you just, in my opinion, I just play Link Joker and just hope for the best. Because I have to play the matchup anyway. So you might as well, right? Just get the bad matchup out of the way first.
You really want to go first in that case, because letting if your Revengers go first, if they open Tartus and stuff, that early rush where they like get you to 4 before you even get to ride your Infinite Zero, it just hurts so bad. I think that's the kind of matchup where you can afford
chaos,
to.
right?
Yeah, you can afford to go Chaos instantly, so it'll be an interesting matchup. I personally quite like this one. It doesn't feel like it's swayed too much to either side. Sure, Revengers have like the self-retire, but they have to still get to that part. And their main gameplay is to be super aggressive on turn 2, so they can get punished for that really easily. And then if they don't be aggressive, then that gives more breathing room for Chaos to set up for later turns, so I feel like it's a pretty even matchup here.
Oh, we went with Kaguru. That's pretty cool. I mean, I do want to see this Kaguru matchup.
Spend all
Always
this
nice
time,
seeing some Kagurus.
spend all the time hyping up the Chaos matchup. Pick Skyro.
I just reset himself, get his mindset again, break that momentum.
That's right.
And technically, we did say that Kaguru was slightly favored versus the Revenger, right? Or they're about the same.
I think they're about the same too. I'm not too well versed, honestly, with Kagura. I feel like I should be playing it more. It's such a great deck. It's like I've literally barely been playing some of the best decks in this format. I've been playing Ashura a little bit just to have a laugh, you know, just to kind of go like, oh, you gave me 4 damage, haha. But
I think it'll be kind of interesting to see how Cross Chaser plays it. Is he gonna go straight to Novell, or is he gonna stick around on Dauntless?
And go into Dode and stuff like that.
Yeah, going straight into Novell is pretty interesting because you sit around on a 13k, and usually Revengers have those double Regard attacks and double Vanguard, but then they don't have that. They usually just have like 1 Regard attack, then they go into their Vanguard double swings.
That's right. All right, first turn draw. You like to see that? All right. Oh,
Draw Trigger is one of the only.
It took me it literally took me 10 years to... Well, I think people still say in Japanese like damage trigger, they used to like dametori, like the shortening.
Yeah.
But Nak just said like uketori, so it's like ukeru is like to take. So it's like
Yes.
the trigger he's taking. I just realized that shortened term. It took me 10 years.
The more you know, man. Learning new things every day.
That's right. But yeah, so Claude is still surviving. We actually saw the Revenge of Mirror match earlier, if you guys missed it, where, you know, we had Aren playing with the GOAT and Alphine playing with the Claudus, and he actually used the Claudus to actually win the game. Like, the Claudus actually won him the game, which is pretty insane. Alright, doesn't hit here,
Yeah.
only 1 damage push. It's important because he probably wants to ride the strike in here to get the extra crit on the end later on. It's already seen 2 the ends though, so maybe that might not be the main game plan. And it goes into
No,
the
I think-
custody.
He's probably gonna go Dauntless, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Ideally.
Yeah.
Bella Costi ride. I think if he can just push damage this turn, I think it'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing
Ooh. No Nouvelle in hand confirmed as well, because it would have been a little, you know, pause there every time he called. Oh, that's a... He wanted to go for the early push, but kind of backfired.
I think it's okay because Cross Chaser triggered two draw triggers. They can afford to put things down, and this technically doing that.
Oh, uh-oh. Chaos has corrupted the finals. Alright, let's see Alphine.
What?
I think he's going to Mordred here. Ooh, end phase, okay.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
And phase 2?
Ooh. If end phase was so good, why don't we have end phase 2? Hey, we're still in end
Wow,
phase, let's go.
What a crazy end phase.
Chronovisor Heritage? Is that you? Uh-oh.
Oh, wow. Did something actually break?
Alright. Chaos broke the game, y'all. You're seeing it here first. It's funny to look at. Alright, so this matchup, you don't mind like going more like ham on the superior calls. Use the Dark Bond, use the Tart 2, just fill up that board.
Yeah, I think like one thing also is since Alphine goes first, there's less cards he has until he starts triggering draw triggers,
Yep.
and that can really come into play with like board wipes like Nouvelle.
Oh, we
or just
reached
general
battle phase.
removal.
Good job, y'all. We reached battle phase. We're done with end phase Requiem.
It's crazy. End phase goes into battle phase now.
Whoa.
Like the, is that GB8?
Yeah, I think
That's a GBA.
that's a GBA. Yeah. Ooh, whiffing the Nouvelle there. Alright, so this is going to be a 19k swing, so build those columns well. Alright, here we go. 19k. Ooh, the Tartu would have liked that earlier for that early aggro, but he made use of the Dark one pretty well. Damn, Revenger
Got
played
to
only
draw.
3 cards in hand.
He really needed that draw there.
Yeah.
But that's one of the raging forms, which is kind of bad.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see here. I guess you're just going to the Dauntless anyway. You're 3 damage. Don't have to worry about Lumen Breaks yet. Alright, here we go.
If you can get some retires off right now, it'd be pretty good. Retire back, hit off the front rows as well. Keeping like a Limit Break 3 is not bad.
That's right.
And it kind of, yeah, it really forces Alphine to like drop his hand next turn.
Ooh,
That
do we
looks
have the
like
pause?
lag? No lag?
No,
No
lag.
okay.
Unfortunate. I think he just swings at both rears here because you know that Alphine has 3 cards in hand. He's like super low on resources. I think you just
Yeah.
kind of like take advantage of that and like try to drain him a little bit while also inviting some aggro. Alright, is he gonna push the 4th? He will push the 4th though. Not sure if that's the right play. Let's see what he does.
I think that's okay, because it's kind of hard. He needs 2 raging forms in his hand, or otherwise he needs to sack 3, and that's pretty tough, right?
That's
It's not
right.
that easy.
Alright. Okay, we're in the right phase. This time not the
Yeah,
end
look, it's
phase.
fixed. Wow.
Yeah. Chaos has been defeated. Alright, so now it's interesting if...
He doesn't. Oh.
Ooh, Deer Mood. I feel like we saw this last season too. Just miswriting his Deer Mood nonstop. Although this is
remember-
lethal.
Remember the last season? DM Woods won games.
Exactly. That's what I'm remembering that too. Like, Deer Mood was literally the card that would win games. Ooh, I like this Nemain. Helps him to replenish his small hand. Go to 4 cards now. Hopefully hit a draw somewhere along the way.
Hit some nulls. Yeah.
Yeah.
The main's just really smart tech.
Oh, using the Claudas here. That feels a little bit greedy. Just to set up the extra intercept, I guess. Doesn't have it in hand, yeah.
Because he's gonna push damage on cross, so he needs the double intercept.
Yeah, like he knows that the break ride is coming here. Alright, so he's gonna push him to 4 and then attack. Knowing that the PG is there though, you know, from the search from Conroe.
Would you bother sacking? I think you still do, right? Sack the
heal, yeah. The heal's just doing nothing there. Alright. Let's see here. So of course, yeah, if he could heal here, that'd be pretty big actually for Alfine. Going down to 3 to being able to tank this Novell turn even better. Let's see if he can do it.
Getting a heal just confirms he's safe.
Yep. And nothing. Alright, double blank, but that's fine still. Of course, Cross Chaser did search the PG, so we do know that information already. Thank you, Conroe.
Yeah, he's running Dote and Novell, and he's got the 2 Overlords. But he doesn't have the Novell in hand, because he's been not doing the effect.
Yeah, we don't actually know if he has it, that's right. So that's also good information for Alfine as well. Dauntless over Dauntless isn't too bad, but... Oh, just passing, that kinda hurts. That actually kinda hurts.
Yeah.
Alright, he's gonna try to draw into it.
No triggers as well.
He also hasn't seen like his Gojos and stuff to like keep going through his deck and try to draw into things. Man, why is Cross Chaser just always missing these things? Like he missed the Ashura, missed the Novell here. Man, I feel bad for him, man.
It's Spain without the S, right?
Yeah, honestly. It really is. Oh, we're back. Oh, stand and draw. Right. Hey, there we are.
Draw in the main phase.
Oh, man.
Can he ride anything else? I don't think he can.
Yeah. Oh, the Blaster Dark too? Although it doesn't matter as much because...
not that big.
Yeah.
He's still Cross Chaser on the 4 damage.
Exactly. Unless he has like another Doran Blaster Dark in hand, which I don't think he does. Yeah, this is the more important thing, is that he doesn't have to commit any more cards to the board. He can just do this, and now just like kill his Doran for this to get the crit, and then just move along. I feel like
Cross Chaser have another null?
I feel like he should, because we haven't seen any checked this entire time.
This is Cross Chaser we're talking about, though.
That's true. He's been pretty down bad this series. Alright, gets the draw off the Raging. Can he follow up with a heal? He cannot. Alright.
Nah.
Do we see a Perfect Guard here? Looks like it does. Yep. Alright, still living. Alright, barely living. Can he find the Novell here? It would be really, really big here. Novell into Novell Critic? Oof. He does not! The Overlord though, hold on. This might be... This could be good though. This is 3 PGs you're asking for. We haven't seen any checks from Alfine either, but... This actually could be
very good.
Cross Chaser might be able to actually close it out here. Let's find out. Alright, that's the first PG.
I mean, even if Alfine triple nulls, he's got no hand.
That's right.
Well, he's got 2
Alright. He does not have it. Alfine, do you have a heal to show us? Cross Chaser finally bouncing back after everything that's been thrown at him time and time again, game after game. Whew. You can't help but be rooting for Cross Chaser here. Like, he's been just dealt poor hands, bricking, not seeing triggers, barely surviving, 6 damage healed on, dabbed on, whipped and naded on, like... Man.
Oh, the Cross King is back in chat now. The blue ones popped up again.
The blue tags are feeling alive.
I think, you know, like how some games, right? They have like fake lag randomly put in.
Right.
Do you think they should add that?
I think they should, because it really, like, especially with decks like Nouvelle, you can read the entire hand basically just off of that, and that's such a big read. Like, if you can read that there's no Nouvelle, you can change your entire game plan.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a skill that you have to do. Is your micro fast enough to make it look like?
Yeah. Man.
Oh, we've got one more match left, and that is Revengers versus the Link Joker.
That's
we've
right.
Hyped it up before the card grew match.
We talked about this matchup before. I feel like, again, especially looking at how Alphine plays Revengers, it's not as aggressive as I'd expect compared to like Aren that we saw in the top 8. So I think that unless he changes up his game plan, should be okay.
I feel like Revengers you can play like very YOLO. Just sack your entire field, draw nulls, and hope for the best. And then kind of catch up in damage because you just have multi-attacks while your opponent has an infinite zero, but if you have nothing, they can't do anything.
That's right. Oh man.
But yeah, no, Alphine plays differently.
Yeah,
he likes Claudus, right? He's a Claudus fan.
Yeah, he likes it a lot, uses it every game.
I mean, he uses it pretty well. Normally people would think like Claudus, into the retire, but he just uses it as an extra intercept as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Using the resources effectively.
Alright, let's see where this is gonna go. Man.
Who gets the start?
Yeah.
Who's the beginner?
I think, again, Revenger starting here is gonna be pretty big. Alright.
Did Cross Chaser Mulligan 3?
Yeah, pretty big one.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Alright, Alphine. If he needs to capitalize off of this going first. That's the most important thing. Like, if he doesn't have the early cards, if he didn't mulligan for the early pieces, like, people sometimes just throw their everything for, like, Tar-2s and that early rush, then I think he has a good chance. But keeping in mind that there is a detriment to that still in this matchup, because if you do, and they just ride up Chaos instead of Infinite Zero, they just start locking your front row and then setting up Palladiums, it's gonna be pretty dangerous.
One Palladium's gone now, but
yeah, that's the first one.
Getting a draw from
that's good.
Cross Chaser hands feeling nice and fat.
Yep. Getting more plump. Alright. Draw on both sides. The hands are evening out.
The extra draw is great for going first now. You can be more free to drop things down.
That's right.
Does he have a Tar-2?
Alright, Masquerade Ride. Let's see the Tar-2 here.
It's fine.
Nope.
Ooh.
He's just gonna swing. He doesn't want to set up any circles. No risks taken. It's interesting how Mobius Breath basically completely disappeared from these lists too.
It just doesn't do much, right? I mean, Mobius Breath Palladium is nice, but it's just such a waste of resources.
Yeah.
One null gone. Alphine just committing to the very lame way of lame strategy.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, going into the 10k vanilla here. Ooh, so he's choosing, Crosschaser's choosing to go for the aggressive gameplay here, inviting him to also respond in kind. Ooh, denied his own heal though, a little bit unfortunate.
I think when Cross Chaser saw that 2 raging forms are gone, that's like, I can push him early and then force him to waste resources. Might be a good strategy.
It might. Man, I just realized that we're probably gonna get Photon pretty soon in Zero. That's gonna be a scary card for Chaos.
They're gonna slap a CB1 on it, man.
Oh my god, you're right. They're gonna put CB1 on it. I hope they put Soul Blast 1 instead, because now Chaos has so much soul that doesn't use.
That actually help Chaos, man.
Yeah.
They don't want those front loader locks, dude.
But Photon needs something locked, doesn't it, to use?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
So you still need to Combust 2. I mean, Combust 1, discard 2 to start it, and then Photon.
Photon might lock back rows.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be trash.
Combust Soul Blast 1, lock back row.
Imagine it just randomly locked. Randomly locked the back row priority.
Terrible. That'd be terrible.
That sounds very Zero-like.
Yeah, it does. It does. Alright, 12k to the front. Pushing to 3. I want to see if Crosschaser just goes for the Chaos here.
I think going for the chaos here would be correct. You lock one. If Alfine wants to push you, then you get the CB to do things.
Exactly. All right, the draw. Okay, let's see here. Come on, damage come through. There we go. Yeah. Ooh, that's another PG gone. That's actually pretty big. All right.
This is the cross chaser life, man.
Yeah.
Play with no heals, no nulls.
he just knows he has to win through all these bad situations. Just like PG's gone, Smile and Optimism gone, but at the very least, he can still turn those situations into wins. That's the important part. All right, chaos comes through as expected.
I think that's correct. He's gonna start controlling the game like now because he has less nulls too.
Living on the edge of Spain. Ooh, locking the Masquerade there. That's interesting. Alright, Colony Maker for Palladium, I'm assuming. I kind of get it. Because that way you don't... Yeah?
You're not wasting attacks, right?
That's right. Ooh, the aggressive Palladium call. Maybe he just doesn't have a column.
You just bait Palladium, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, come attack this man. Do attack my Vanguard.
You want to take it? You want to take it?
I'm gonna stay low.
That's right. And it's important to do this lock before the Raging Form turn, because now it's like he has to like swing rear, swing Raging into face, and then that puts him to 4. Swing Raging again, puts him to 5. He's chilling. It's really good.
We're talking about Alfine here, right? He might just go CB2 Claudus into Blaster Dark, CB2 kill like the back.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Swing the recard.
You are so right. That honestly, that might just happen. All right, let's see here. Deerwood again. Does he even run Raging Form? Are we actually just gonna? All right, here comes Blaster Dark. Damn, Cross Chaser. I hope you have a PG in hand, man.
Claw God.
Oh
he
dear.
doesn't even do that.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to. Bonk.
Oh, he's going ham, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna use that claw to retire.
Oh my god. Is it actually gonna happen? Raging Form just not feeling this final stage.
But I feel like he's considering if he doesn't kill here, his front row is just gonna get locked. And it's gonna be feels bad.
Yeah. It's also it's kind of funny how like Raging Form is just like, oh, you're not in finals yet? Yeah, I don't feel like showing up. I'm gonna hold on. Oh, nullified heal. That kind of hurts. All right, Cross Chaser.
Nice, it was a draw.
I'm assuming he has 1 PG because he checked 2, but he might have just kept 1 from the starting hand. And this is still the first attack that forces a PG. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot.
He likes his Claudus so much, he kept it.
But it makes sense because you'd rather kill it yourself than your opponent lock it and you just don't have access to it. There is the PG, probably kept from the starting hand. Whew, Cross Chaser barely hangs on. Alright, and now this front row Palladium is about to be used. Or you could just kill it and draw. Nope, he's gonna use the Palladium. I was wondering if he would use the Limit Break to kill it and draw, but looks like he's happy with his 3-card hand. 4-card hand, sorry.
Yeah.
12k.
Correct.
Alright, so now Alfine needs 3 PGs in hand. Otherwise, Cross Chaser will be 3rd place. Win the beautiful Zenith playmat. Let's see
if he did that. I definitely think he does.
I think so too.
And if he doesn't, and we ask Alfine, why didn't you retire Claudus? You can just say, I like the Claudus, man.
I mean, is there a heal? Nope, he does not. Cross Chaser manages to win 3rd place. Despite everything thrown at him, despite all these games, he manages to take it.
Cross gang.
Cross gang. Enjoy your points and use them wisely as we vote on the final. Damn, how did you feel about that one? It felt like
that was
Cross Chaser,
close, man. I don't want to be Cross Chaser. Just
man.
If I played Vanguard Zero and I was Cross Chaser, I'd be feeling bad. You know.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, cross work for that. Cross work for that.
He really worked for it. He really did work for it.
Wow.
Yeah, very well deserved.
Yeah, very well. That's correct. That's correct. I agree. Very well deserved.
Yeah. So yeah, at least he walks away with the playmat and what, 50,000 gems? It's a pretty good amount. Pretty good amount.
Playmat's good. It might convert into real money. 50 gems just means doesn't need to spend on Vanguard for maybe 2 months.
Yep.
2 meta cycles.
That's right. Alright, so here are your finalists, Seruri and Shira. So you can vote with your points who you think will win. Seruri, of course, OTT, Ashura, and Reiji. And Shira, of course, running that Sanctuary of Light. With Chaos and Reiji on the side.
Shira's put a prediction. Will Shira ban Nova Grappling?
Honestly.
Yes.
Oh my god. Alright, so make your votes. Ooh, Shira is eating up those points so far. Wow.
Wow. Pro tag armor, man.
Alright, let's see if you can do it with Sanctuary of Light of all things. The Nova
It's
Grappler
like the most
Slayer.
lopsided prediction.
Yeah, way more than last time. Cross Chaser Gang eating well. Putting all their stocks into Shira. Oh my god. Alright, the bans are in.
Wait.
Ooh.
He banned the Oracle think
He banned the
tank.
OTT. He banned the OTT and he's taking Sanctuary of Light to destroy Novas one more time. He's driving it home. He's reminding everyone, I am the Ashura killer. Immortal no more. I am the one you will respect. Oh my god. Ooh, this is our first time seeing the Blau version of the Ashura list. So we've been seeing the pure one this entire time. This will be the one that runs a lot more Blaus. Use that Morgan Rod for the search. Get those PGs in the hand. It's quite good.
Which one do you like better?
I feel like the added counterblast with the Blau version makes it so that like your reach with the Ashura turn is a bit harder to obtain because you have to have like the counter charges beforehand to actually like accomplish it. So I kind of like the pure one more myself, but I do get why people like the Mondo one. It's a lot more consistent and like you can find the break right easier. You don't have to like worry about whiffing your Grade 3 Searcher and stuff like that. So they're both good.
When I first saw the Mon one, I'm like, oh yeah, the Blau one's just better, but really.
Oh, Kai cut out.
Realizing how much. You triggered a heal just then, so less chance of 6 damage heal.
Yep.
Oh.
I think my internet cut out for a second, so apologies there.
Ah, okay.
Yep.
That's fine. You just triggered a heal, so less chance of.
That's right.
But so far, the 6 damage heal has occurred 100% of the time.
Yep.
So, will it be broken? Right? Will it be broken? We never know. Statistics never lie.
Oh, speaking of heals though. Alright.
I mean, that means he doesn't get the Blau search, right?
Yeah, that's actually more unfortunate than anything. Gets the grade 2 ride here. On place, search a Sanctuary of Light. Let's get that grade 2 out. There we go. That's a strong part of this deck. Just being able to filter out intercepts non-stop. He's gonna search for the Blaster Blade as well already, putting the heal back.
The scary thing here, though, is that Seruri healed there, so it's gonna be a bit delayed. These kill turns are gonna be a bit delayed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Seruri already revealed he has a Samurai. He puts it on the field.
Yep.
So he's kind of half set up already, right?
Alright.
Another heal
Ooh,
gone.
another heal. Alright, these ethics are just dying left and right. Alright, let's see here. Does he have the Mond already? He had no way to search for it. Alright, he has it. That's good.
Easy game, boys.
Yep.
I guess the nice thing is Sanctuary of Light doesn't care about Rage as well, because it doesn't need the Rage.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Actually, can you imagine a Raging that?
Yeah, honestly.
Oh, that's good.
Alright, let's see here.
What a weird finals.
This has been I feel like every single season we have a weird finals though. Whether it's Ethics Blau, whether it's like what was it, Vermilion the first season, then it was Spikes, then it was, Ethics Blau, then Spikes, and now freaking what deck is banned for Saturday? It is the OTT.
Is this the first time OTT wins a 0 CS?
Actually gets the finals. Here, Kai, I'll put you on top so they can see the bands. There we go. We're stacked together now. The homies sitting together commentating. Alright, Rise the Planetary Dragon searches the intercept once again, using another Gancelot to search another Blaster Blade. Which is always searching.
Yeah. Gancelot just doing its thing.
Yep.
The scary thing here though, he can retire the... He doesn't.
He does not do it.
Like the scary thing here is that he's not on 2 now, he's on 1.
That's right.
It's quite possible that he just dies.
That's true. It's quite risky. I mean, you know, we've been hyping him up a lot, but this, all things considered, this is still a really hard matchup, no matter what.
Seri doesn't have much hand though.
Yeah, that's true. He's only seen like 1 Street Bouncer, no Transrisers. I'm not sure if he even runs them because of choosing to run the Blau engine.
I don't think he does. Let me double check.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he doesn't run the Transrisers.
Yeah, that's a lot of plusing that you just lose out on. And now, like, because he didn't call any boost in Street Bouncer, like, I think there's the Morgan Rod has to hit Vanguard to be able to use that. Alright, I guess the draw, that's good. So he can push to 3 damage so that kill turn is a bit easier. Oh my god.
Ooh, another null gone as well.
Ooh, that's the first one. That's the first one actually gone. Just gotta shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Do the Sanctuary of Light thing, re-ride, search intercept.
You just needs to heal down now.
Yeah. As he's been doing very, very consistently. Oh my, 3 turns in a row of Gancelot? Oh my god. Oh yeah! That's the 4th one. He's just putting back every single heal possible. Man. Actually, homies with Gancelot forever.
Well, at least his Blaster Blade will be able to retire something here.
Do you though?
Do you push here? Do you just push? Do you still push?
I don't know if you do. I think you just like... Maybe Blaster Blade? Wait.
Actually, I think you do.
Yeah?
Because his hand is low, right? He has to draw 1, ride Asura, then he's back down to like 4. Then he can call 3, but needs to trigger like a draw trigger, which is an Asura. To be able to discard 2.
Looks like he's going for it. Yeah, double intercept. He's chosen violence. Let's see if it
He
pulls
heals
through.
1. It's pretty good.
Yep, there comes the heal.
Heal.
All right.
The Gancelot chum buds.
Yep.
If Seri doesn't get a draw here, it's kind of rough, but he does.
Ooh, he actually hits it. That's a second Assura check though, so let's hope he has it in hand. There's actually enough hand for him to execute. Because he rides, puts down 3,
now.
and then he has 2 in hand. Yep, he has exactly enough.
But why is he thinking? Why is he thinking?
Why? Why has he not chosen violence? It feels like he might not have it.
Yeah, if this turn was gonna be so simple, it would have done it already.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hey, actually, this raises a good point. If you're running the Blau engine, it's easy to get your Mond, but you're still kind of tough getting your Asura Kaiser, right?
That's right. That's right.
Woo! I don't think he has it, man. I don't think he has it.
Yeah, with the amount he's thinking, he knows that his back is against the wall too, and there is a Blaster Blade in hand, so if he gives even 1 counterblast here, that's an intercept. Intercept's gonna get shot. Yep, he just... Shira, how do you do it? How does he keep doing it?
Is Shira from like the Matrix? Because he's just been like dodging bullets all day, dude.
He's actually playing around the Blaster Blade. He's actually playing around the Blaster Blade. He has no... Does he have no intercepts in hand?
He has no intercepts. So the Blaster Blade doesn't
even matter. What is the...
What?
What is the game plan here? What is he trying to do? Shira doesn't care. Goes into the Planetary Dragon. Just searches another intercept. Oh my god, he doesn't care. He's just like...
Maybe Seri has 3 nulls or something, like...
I'm guessing that's the case. I'm guessing he has 3 PGs in hand. It has to be. It has to be. There's no other way. Oh, another PG check. That's pretty sad. Gets a draw though. Keep filling up that hand. It has to be triple PG. There's no other way. He hasn't even been searching that much with the starter or anything either. All right. Oh my god, he doesn't have it. Are you kidding me? Shit, no. Every single game. The end of every game is the same. Kai laughing and me just holding my face in disbelief.
Hey, so are you saying he had no Asura, he had no intercepts,
And
he
didn't
only
have 3
had
PGs.
Yeah, he had only two PGs. So his hand was just absolute garbage.
What did he have? What was he holding on to?
It has to be like 1s and 3s, right? But
Secretary of Light has 100% win rate against the Shurikaiser.
with 100% win and ban rate in this photo or something.
Oh my god. Wait, has Ashura won a single game? That we restreamed? I think in the one game we didn't stream, maybe.
Oh yeah, he won the first game Ashura won.
Yeah. The first top 8 game Ashura actually won. The only one we didn't stream. Are we the caster curse? We brought the caster curse to Ashura? Oh my god.
At this rate, Ashura's not gonna get banned, dude.
Oh my god. Alright, if you're Seruti here, you got your... I mean, you still have your Nova now. Against... What is it, Reiji?
Dark regulars?
Oh, that's like the counter though.
Yeah, the situation has suddenly flipped here. Right?
Yeah. Alright, sticking with the Novas here.
Maybe he's planning on a 6 damage heal as well, and then he can win the game.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This Dark Regulars.
Let's see how this goes.
I think Shira has gotten pretty lucky in these last few games, but it just comes to show that, you know, believing in your deck.
Playing a deck that just searches intercepts every turn and just searches Blaster Blade every turn is the best, yeah. I can't believe it, man. This is...
You're right, so...
Is this the right timeline? Oh my god. Gancelot is forever. No matter what you think. I'm so glad I didn't make my tier list yet. I gotta put Section of Light in tier 1.
Man,
oh
when people looked at today, like, people thought it was gonna be about Asuras, this format, but it's all about Gancelot. Gold Gancelot,
Royal
Paladin
Gancelot.
Gancelot. Yeah.
Oh my god. Just make a Nova Gancelot. That's how
Yeah.
this deck wins. Oh my
Shame that
god.
Gancelot's not appearing in Overdress. What a shame.
What a shame, yeah. He'll be reborn as some Keter card.
Get a card.
Keter
All the
lot.
Keter cards, all the grade 3s go back to deck.
Yep. Ooh, we haven't seen this yet. The Uran, is it Uranus Bakugan? Oh my god. Oh.
Tapped.
Alright. My internet cut out for just a second there as well. But we're good.
Yeah, that's fine. But like he
Mars Bakugan, yeah, not Uranus.
yeah, but he what's it? Street bounces, right? He street bounces the Blaukruger.
That's really unfortunate.
I guess he doesn't want nulls.
And it was right there at the top 2. Oh no, he would have checked it actually. Never mind. Alright, so now he's got
Like
double
it really
yellow
feels
ball.
that in this matchup you want to. Yep.
Yeah.
Like it feels like in this matchup you really want to abuse the search to just get the nulls so you don't instantly die.
That's why you're running it too. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he has it already, I don't know. But alright,
He's
so
got all 3 nulls already in his hand.
yeah. It's got the double yellow ball in the back, so he can actually set up the 6 soul to use a starter here, which is good. Alright, to another yellow ball.
bolts are gonna do so much work.
Yeah. Ooh.
He just moves it up.
And rests it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Look at this formation.
Wow.
Insane.
Oh, he tried to soul charge one? I'm not actually sure what he tried to do there. Oh,
No,
it's
he wants
using it
to
as a
save the
target.
two.
It's a target. Okay.
Yeah, for the Ragey.
Yep.
Oh, this is going pretty well.
I need to play more Ragey, man.
Yeah.
I need to learn this deck better. Alright.
That is pretty
Okay.
intimidating. You're like, "Ugh, I got my Ragey already, dude.
Yeah.
Got 9 soul. Gonna go to 10. Then get 3 more. Gonna go to 13.
You want to kill this yellow bolt, bro?
The yellow boat puts me to 14.
Yep.
That.
Alright.
So the only way Severy lives here is he puts down 2 intercept.
Yeah. He has to put double intercept, and on top of everything else, he needs to probably use that starter just about now. Are you using the street bouncer here?
So what Shira can do now is he just doesn't tap the oh, actually no, he can tap the yellow bolt still now since one of the things went away.
That's right.
Just keeping at 3.
Ooh, that's another Shuragon. Hopefully he has drawn it. Ooh, the draw. That's pretty good. Alright. Starter into PG, let's see it. He doesn't use it. Does that really mean he has 3 PGs in hand? Probably. Because he knows the other one went to the bottom. Alright,
That is so
Reiji.
broken, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
That is insane.
If that really is the case, then that's actually crazy.
But don't forget, hey, so here's the scary thing is that Nova doesn't have retire. Oh, he's choosing to do the yellow bolt. Okay. So oh, he's moving up. Okay, so like what else? The plan was like you could keep like, oh, he drew the other one? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the idea is like you could get crits on your cards and then you keep it at the back. And then yeah, you keep it at the back. So you can save it for your Amon turns.
That's right.
To get that, you know, 4 damage, bam, 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 kind of thing.
Yeah. That's also a good way to go about it. It's a good direction.
Yeah, like, in a way, Severy kind of telegraphs that he's got all his nulls set up if he's not using that starter. So I think he has to, like, Shira has to be prepared for that eventuality, that his attacks are just gonna not be very effective. And here, like, losing a turn here is kind of big because those three nulls are gonna last 3 turns, but Shira isn't gonna last 3 turns.
Exactly. It's pretty interesting that he's choosing to go about it this way. Alright, calling out the... Yeah, he's just giving up his combo pieces, like, I need to survive.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's gonna give the 4 damage here. I mean, there's no real reason to not. It's not a limit break deck or anything. You know, the Amon is scary. Oh, we finally saw the old Ashura there, as the one of. Alright, the Blau.
I mean, all the Shira's not bad, right? You just ride it and go, woohoo.
Yeah, exactly.
Multi-attacks.
Yep, and he passes on the skill again. Which boss does he even run?
Crazy.
Blau Kulgar Grade 2, PG, and Mond, right? That's it.
True.
Oh, and the Mars, the restanding one.
Yeah,
the
I
grade
think
2.
he doesn't run that many of them, right? Does he?
Yeah. I think like 2 or 3.
He should
Alright.
run one Mars.
Oh, just one? Okay. Alright, that's the setup and the chariot. Set up the deck. Make sure you don't deck out. Very
The
nice.
scary thing is there's no double intercept though, so he's at a situation where
Yes, he's looking good.
Null not die.
Yeah, exactly. Alright,
Another
let's take that
chariot
PG out.
Way.
Gets the draw, that might help. Alright. Wait, what? No! Are you serious? Shira, no! What? Is this it? Is this actually it? Heal? What? What just...
What?
I have so many questions.
はいということでヴァンガードゼロチャンピオンシップ2020ウィンターのチャンピオンは
What?
選手です。おめでとうございます。
Shira is your champion
いかがでしたか？
using Sanctuary of Light. I don't know what to say.
No nulls?
I don't. I am in disbelief.
Wow.
I am just in. Why didn't he search? Why didn't he search with the starter every turn? What was he? What? Why?
Did he just give up or?
I don't know. Did he just want to see Sanctuary of Light become the champion? Oh
I mean-
my god.
As
I'm
much as I
so
like having
confused.
Sanctuary of Light winning, that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, like, being completely honest, compared to the finals of past seasons, that was just a little bit odd.
I feel like that was a big throw. I'm just gonna throw that out there. I feel
Yeah.
like that was a bit of a throw.
I also
'Cause-
think that was a throw.
If he searched, like, it doesn't make sense, right? If you're committing your combo pieces to be aggressive, but you're not using your counterblast to search for your perfect cards,
Yeah,
which you need to win.
exactly.
And then if you won that match, you have the Raging Mirror, which is easily winnable because it's basically a coin flip, right?
Exactly.
So, I don't know.
It's so...
Yeah.
Man, I don't...
Are we missing something with the starter? Like, are we just missing something?
I don't know. Some people are saying that, like, maybe he wanted to, like, bet on the 6 heal because he knew he wouldn't be given the break ride. And so you heal on 6, or 5, or 4, I guess. So you basically, you would heal, and...
Win. Like
I
that,
think
right? But
the mindset behind that was, like, you heal, and then you go into a sure and win. That was literally the only line of play he had. And maybe he just knew, like, okay, I cannot survive forever against this 3 crit Reiji. I guess that was the line. That was the line of play. He was literally just baiting himself into a heal. Man, but I don't know if that was worth it.
yeah, he could have Galaxy Brained himself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Alright, so here's your final standings. Our champion, Shira. Second place, Seruri. Third place, Cross Chaser, the man. He stole my heart, man. And Alfin in 4th place.
Cross Chaser played very well with what he was given.
Honestly.
And, yeah, Shira. Can't take anything away from Shira. You know, he played Sanctuary of Light, dude.
Yeah.
Like, let's be real.
Yeah,
Who
he
else
played
played Sanctuary of Light?
He took Sanctuary of Light and went undefeated with it. Undefeated.
You take those wins, especially if they're
Absolutely.
100,000 gems, right?
Absolutely.
He could have been that kid on the street which couldn't afford a VR, well, not a VR, a triple R roll Paladin deck. So he
Yep.
built Sanctuary of Light, right? And now he can afford any deck he wants, and he can also afford a real TCG deck because he's got a mat, got the PR, you know, he can play real life Chaos Breaker with 4 Chaos Breaker crits.
Yeah, that's right. He can put the chaos in his new premium chaos list or standard. Sure, you can actually play it standard now too, I think. Or maybe
Can you imagine him?
Sure.
Can you imagine him playing in real life, 6 damage heal all the time?
Man, it's too strong. It's too strong. Oh my god. Well,
Well, we went from a Nova's overpowered to Nova's just basically
just dead in the water. Oh my god.
100% ban, 100% loss.
Yeah. The times it wasn't banned, it got smashed. I can't believe
Got
it.
smashed.
Oh man.
Sanctuary of Light.
Sanctuary of Light. Sanctuary of Light. Actually crazy. It's actually crazy.
Well, let's be real. Like, people saying it was Scuff final. Other finals were fine. This is still alright. First
Yeah,
game was
yeah.
pretty good, I have to say.
Yeah, no, they still played really, really well. Still
Yeah.
played really, really well. And it's still like, you know, the thing is, next month, these, I think, what is it, the top 2 or top 4, I can't remember how many players, but basically the top players from each of these seasons, so spring, summer, autumn, and winter, will be invited to the big finals next month, where all these top players will be duking it out for that final title of the actual 2020 champion. So we're gonna see if he can keep it up with that Sanctuary of Light or
Sanctuary
whatever,
of Light.
whatever else. Oh, top 4? Okay, so it's top 4 of each season. So we're gonna see people like Cross Chaser,
Wow.
Aren, Dotto's gonna be back. All the big stars of past seasons. Muto. There's so many big names that have made it over past seasons that can run it back next month for the final championship, and that's gonna be real hype.
Yeah, next
my
month we'll
God.
have the new set, right? So you could see Dai Kaiser, man.
Let's go, Great Dai Kaiser. Dotto Gang, yeah. Hashtag Dotto Gang pulling through again.
Dr.
Oh
Gang
my
still
God.
Dr. Gang, man. He knows all about it.
That's right. Alright, so here's your
Alan.
reminder. 14th of March. So what, in 3 weeks? Is gonna be the Grand
Oh.
Final 2020. The top 4 of every season will be back.
That's pretty soon. That's pretty soon. Wow.
And
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see more of these crazy games, man.
yes.
And we'll never be nerfed by then. That's the real question.
That's true, there will be nerfs by then.
You know, it'll be interesting. If Reiji gets nerfed as well, then it's actually quite possible the next strongest anti-deck is something like Dimension Fleet.
Yeah! Ah yes, Iggy, don't forget Iggy! Man, there's been so many big names from past seasons, I can't wait. And of course, spring is also happening, you can already qualify it starting from this current season. So that's gonna be happening in, of course, the spring of 2021. Probably like what? When was the last time? April? May?
Yeah.
I think it was gonna be May. Usually it's the last month of the season.
Yeah. That's about right.
Yep.
About 3 months, right?
Yeah, DP made it to day 1 and like, I've been playing the deck from day 1 of last week, the DP deck, the Turbo Goyusha. It's really good. It's really good actually. Alright, so they're gonna be doing the lucky draw now for the viewers and the people that participated and stuff like that. So tournament wise, that's it. Our winner has been crowned. Sanctuary of Light is indeed confirmed. Right here and now, best deck. Oh man.
What a day.
What a day.
Sanctuary of Light. If you woke up this morning and I told you Sanctuary of Light was gonna win, would you believe me or would you go back to sleep?
Probably just go back to bed, man. It's crazy.
You're like, what? No, I'm still asleep, dude.
Let's go play some Guilty Gear. Oh my god.
Well, Sanctuary of Light, Soul bad guy, you know.
Yep.
It all makes sense now, you know.
Yep. Alright. So they're gonna be drawing the winners now of the lucky. Oh, Dotto, let's go. Let's go, Dotto. So yeah, win those free packs, champ. Very nice.
Same name.
Oh. My connection is dropping. Uh-oh. Oop. Uh-oh. Oh, are we good? Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Alright. Back alive.
Yeah.
Cool. Nah, stream's not dead. My connection just dropped for a second. It should be fine. Is it good now? It should be good now. Black screen.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yeah, resurrected. There you go. Refresh if lag. Alright, so that's it for the tournament. That was your champion, so now we'll just watch the lucky draw, but any other closing thoughts on this? Pretty eventful day. Like, I like the meta. The meta was quite diverse, and having 3 deck 1 ban means that the Boogeyman Assure can be banned out and everything else can shine. So, how did you feel?
Yeah, I think this was definitely one of the better metas, even with the Nova.
Yeah.
Novas didn't even matter. but this was definitely one of the best diverse metas we've had for the past X Zeros one. Like the first one was like not much diverse, but we saw a lot of high skill players coming out. And the next two we have like the nice cool, like, you know, one off decks, crazy decks. This one we had the crazy decks and also the diverse decks and also some pretty sick plays. Some pretty really sick plays, right?
Yep.
So,
oh my god. Shira, our actual winner, tweeted out a picture with 4 IRL Sanctuary of Light planetary dragons. Oh my god. Oh, my internet keeps dropping. What is going on? My internet keeps on dying. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? I think we're good. But yeah, Shira tweeted out thanking his IRL copies of Sanctuary of Light for carrying him to victory. He always believed in Saul.
Sanctuary of Light is too strong, man. It's destroying your connection.
Yeah. Shira is too powerful. Alright, so that's it.
The fiber optics can't keep that light.
It really can. So that's it. What's Shira's Twitter? It is, let me put it, VG_feather. Let me add it. So if you want to follow the man himself, let me add it here. Oh, that was Aren. So let me...
he was top 16 in autumn. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. So here is Shida's Twitter. If you want to follow him, VG_Feather. There you go. So if you want to give him a follow, put it where it's visible. There you go. You can follow him there at VG_Feather. Let me hit him with the omedetou gozaimasu.
Nihongo Joe's this.
Yes. Hit him with my Jozus. Let's go. Very nice.
Yeah, he never stopped believing. Ever since the TCG, he was the Sanctuary of Light, man.
Yeah.
And now he has become the Sanctuary of Light.
Yeah. He is the one carrying the light. Actual Daigo. Oh my god.
The real Daigo.
Yep. It's crazy. But yeah, the commentators are reflecting on the last year of tournaments. It's been really, really hype. Like, you know, we come back here every 3 months for these, and it's always like something crazy always happens. Like, we've never not had something surprising come out of nowhere. Whether that was like, whether that was the first one was just like the insane outplays of people like, you know, outplaying their MLBs and Blaster Blades and all that stuff. And then the second one with the Spikes and Ethics Blau, and then Spikes again in the autumn one. And then now with, you know, with Sanctuary of Light of all things.
Yeah, like chat's been saying, he's been tweeting how lucky he is. Yeah, happens, man.
Yeah, I mean
it's card games.
It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Oh my god.
Sometimes you have to get lucky to win tournaments. It's not always 100% skill.
Yeah.
The luck element is also very important.
Oh man, it's crazy, crazy, crazy. Yeah, he actually tweeted, I can't deny that I'm the luckiest person in the world. Wow, that's insane. It's actually insane. Alright, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the commentary today again. You know, it feels like this was the shortest one of all the seasons so far as well.
It went by really quickly.
Yeah, it always does. It always does. It just speeds through. But yeah, so thank you everyone for watching us as well. Hope you enjoy the tournament today. Looks like the Guilty Gear beta is extended, so I might be back tonight. After I'm done with locals. I'm going to locals. Literally, our decks at locals is Luard, Melody, Yasuye. So I'm bringing Gabriel. I'm like, I was debating bringing something more fun, but if everyone's bringing sweaty shit, I'm bringing my sweatiest shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, good luck, bro. Maybe you should just bring Sanctuary of Light.
Yeah, maybe I should.
Premium on?
No, it's only standard, sadly.
Premium Sanctuary of Light? We can tell. We can tell.
It's time. We got time to make Premium Sanctuary of Light. This is the new best deck. Oh man.
Oh my god.
That was too good. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. But I think next week when I'll be playing Zero on stream, we gotta test out some of these decks. Now I've been testing out the DP from last week, but Sanctuary of Light, Reiji, Kagero, I want to be playing some of those. The nice thing I really like about these tournaments is that, like, by watching the players play, you learn the ways to play. Like, I remember last season I learned how to play Revengers more efficiently, basically. So now, you know, learn something here as well. So gonna have to try it out over the week.
I think the biggest one is Chaos, right? Like, learning how to play Chaos in Zero versus the TCG. It's a very different beast.
It's so pleasant to play. It's really nice. Whew. Oh my god. It was really good. This was really good.
People execute very well on stream as well. Will teach you how to...
Exactly. But yeah, I guess Sanctuary of Light deck and fight incoming, I guess. Not sure if I'll make it before the new set comes out, but still got a lot of decks to cover. But yeah, so today will be the tournament VOD on YouTube. And tomorrow I think I'll put Ashley. Or maybe like a recap of this? I don't know. I'll see. I've been prioritizing the TCG so much that Zero's been kind of on the back burner this month. Oops.
All that overdress news, man.
Yeah, every week. Every week, random leaks, random reveals. Oh man. But yeah, so that's probably gonna be it on our side as well. So let's wait for them to finish signing off. Is Winter Championship over? That's right. It is. Sanctuary of Light is the champion. Yes, I will do Minerva. But yeah, so... Yeah, this was really fun. I can't wait for next year's season, but also for next month too.
Yeah, yeah. I thought these were just like the finals. I didn't know there was a final.
Yeah, there's another final. Yeah. There's a final.
It's gonna be the super skill ones.
Yeah. I can't wait to see it. It's gonna be like all the big names. Because they all have their own narratives now. They all have like, their names are super popular. You know, everyone is like a fanboy of someone. So it's gonna be really hype.
Lots of gangs.
Yeah, all the gangs gonna be pulling up. But yeah, so that was the Vanguard Zero Championship Winter. If you missed it, if you're tuning in just now, the VOD is up on Twitch, and of course will be up on YouTube later on today once everything processes, so you can watch it there as well. But yeah, any other closing thoughts?
No, it was a great tournament. Thanks for coming, guys. It's always enjoyable casting these with DifferentFight.
Yep.
And
drop some love to Kai as well. Let me hook you up with a quick shout out. Drop some love to Kai. Go give him some follows. Check out the YouTubes as well if anybody has a link. Hold on, let me switch to the other screen here. There we go. So, but yeah, give some love to our man. Doing absolutely fantastic all the time. But yeah, so Shira takes it all. Actually insane. Oh man. But yeah, I guess on that note though, we'll probably close it out here. So thank you so much everyone that came through. Let's go send the raid over to someone else. Thank you again to Kai for coming through and actually, you know, helping me do this the entire day. But yeah.
It was a pleasure, man.